Asking for directions.
Excuse me, I'm a little lost. Could you tell me how to get to the City Museum from here?
Sure. The City Museum? It's not too far. Go straight down this street for about 2 blocks.
Okay, straight for 2 blocks.
Then, turn left onto Elm Street. You'll see a big park on your right.
Left onto Elm Street. Past the park. Got it.
Keep going on Elm Street for another block, and the museum will be on your left. It's a big, unusual-looking building. You can't miss it.
Great! So 2 blocks straight, left on Elm, 1 more block. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great time at the museum.
Complaining about a service.
I'm so frustrated with that internet provider. Their service has been terrible lately.
Oh no, what's been happening?
The internet keeps cutting out, especially in the evenings. It makes it impossible to work from home.
Have you tried contacting their customer service?
Yes, multiple times. They keep telling me they're working on it, but nothing changes. I'm considering switching providers.
I would too. It's not worth paying for a service that doesn't work. Check out other options in your area.
I've already started researching. I'm leaning towards that new company that offers fiber optic internet.
That sounds promising. Hopefully they'll be more reliable.
Discussing a book you recently read.
Hey, have you read anything interesting lately? I just finished The Midnight Library, and I'm still thinking about it.
Oh, really? I've heard of it. What did you think? I'm looking for something new to read.
I found it incredibly thought-provoking. It explores the idea of regret and the different paths our lives could take. It really made me question some of my own choices.
That sounds intriguing. Was it well written? I sometimes struggle to get into books if the writing style isn't engaging.
Definitely. The author has a really accessible style, and the story moves at a good pace. It's not overly complicated, but it still manages to tackle some big themes.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'll add it to my list. Anything else you'd recommend based on that?
If you liked the theme of alternative realities, you might enjoy Dark Matter by Blake Crouch. It's a bit more sci-fi, but it explores similar ideas.
Great, I'll check that one out too. Thanks for the recommendations.
Discussing a news article.
Did you see that article about the new environmental regulations the government is proposing?
No, I haven't. What are they planning to do?
They're proposing stricter limits on emissions from factories and increased investment in renewable energy sources.
That sounds like a step in the right direction. Do you think it will actually make a difference?
I hope so, but I'm a bit skeptical. There's likely to be a lot of resistance from industry groups.
That's true. And even if they pass, enforcement is always an issue. We've seen that before.
Exactly. But at least it's a sign that they're acknowledging the problem. We need more policies like this, even if they're not perfect.
I agree. Every little bit helps. I'll have to read the article myself to get a better understanding.
Discussing a TV show.
Have you been watching The Crown lately? I'm completely hooked.
Yes, I just finished the latest season. What did you think of it?
I thought it was fantastic. The acting is superb, and the historical accuracy is impressive.
I agree. I especially enjoyed the portrayal of Princess Diana. It was so nuanced and sympathetic.
Definitely, and the costumes and sets are just incredible. They really transport you back in time.
What do you think they'll cover in the next season? I'm curious to see how they handle some of the more recent events.
I'm guessing they'll focus on the breakdown of Charles and Diana's marriage. It's going to be dramatic, I'm sure.
I can't wait to see it. We should definitely discuss it after we've both watched it.
Discussing fitness goals.
I've been feeling really sluggish lately. I think I need to get back into shape.
I know what you mean. I've been thinking the same thing. What kind of exercise do you enjoy?
I used to love swimming, but the local pool is always so crowded. Maybe I should try something new.
Have you considered joining a gym? They often have a variety of classes and equipment.
That's a good idea. I'm a bit intimidated by gyms, though. I don't really know where to start.
Most gyms offer introductory sessions with a personal trainer. They can help you create a workout plan that's right for you.
That sounds helpful. Maybe I'll look into that. What are your fitness goals?
I'm aiming to run a 5K by the end of the year. I've started training, but it's tough.
Giving advice on a job interview.
I have a job interview next week, and I'm feeling pretty nervous. Any advice?
Of course. First, research the company thoroughly. Understand their mission and values.
Okay, I've started doing that. What else?
Prepare answers to common interview questions, like tell me about yourself, and what are your strengths and weaknesses.
I've been trying to think of good examples to use. It's harder than it sounds.
Think about specific situations where you demonstrated those skills. And don't be afraid to ask questions at the end. It shows you're engaged.
That's a good point. What kind of questions should I ask?
Something about the company culture or the team you'd be working with. Avoid asking about salary or benefits in the first interview.
Making a restaurant reservation.
Hello, I'd like to make a reservation for dinner, please.
Certainly. What day and time were you thinking of?
This Saturday, around 7:30 p.m.
And how many people will be in your party?
4 people, please.
Okay, let me check availability. Yes, we have a table available for 4 at 7:30 p.m. on Saturday. Can I get a name for the reservation?
Yes, the name is Smith.
All right, Mr. Smith, your reservation is confirmed for Saturday at 7:30 p.m. for 4 people. Is there anything else?
No, that's all. Thank you very much.
Planning a weekend trip.
So I was thinking, maybe we could get away for the weekend? Any ideas where we could go?
That sounds great. I'm open to suggestions. Somewhere not too far, maybe within a couple of hours' drive.
How about that little town, Willow Creek? I've heard they have some nice hiking trails and a cute town square.
Willow Creek? I think I've seen pictures. Is there anything else to do besides hiking?
Apparently, they have a few antique shops and a really good bakery. Plus, there's that scenic overlook with amazing views.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. When were you thinking of going?
Maybe next Saturday? We could leave early and be back by Sunday evening.
Perfect. Let's book a hotel room then. I'll look into it tonight.
Sharing a funny anecdote.
You won't believe what happened to me this morning. It was so embarrassing.
Oh, do tell. I need a good laugh.
I was rushing to catch the bus, and I tripped on the curb and dropped all my groceries everywhere.
Oh, no. That's awful. Did anyone help you?
A few people did, thankfully. But the worst part was, a can of beans rolled right under the bus just as it was pulling away.
No way. That's hilarious. I can just imagine the look on your face.
I was mortified. I just grabbed what I could and ran onto the bus, completely red-faced.
Well, at least you have a good story to tell now. Thanks for sharing.
Choosing an insurance policy.
I'm completely overwhelmed trying to choose a health insurance policy. So many options.
I know. It's a minefield. What are the key things you're looking for?
Definitely comprehensive coverage, but also something that fits my budget. I can't afford a fortune each month.
Have you compared the deductibles and copays? A lower monthly premium often means higher out-of-pocket costs later.
I've started to, but it's all so confusing. I think I need to find a comparison website or talk to an advisor.
That's a good plan. An advisor can explain the jargon and help you weigh the pros and cons of each policy.
I think I will. It's better to be informed than to regret my choice later. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Just make sure you understand the policy fully before signing anything.
Dealing with a lost pet.
Oh no, I can't find Whiskers anywhere. I'm so worried.
Have you checked all the usual spots? Under the bed, behind the sofa?
Everywhere. I've even called his name outside several times. Nothing.
Okay, let's not panic. Did he have his collar on with your contact information?
Yes, thankfully he did. I'm going to put up some posters with his picture around the neighborhood.
Good idea. Also post on local social media groups for lost pets. That's often very effective.
I'll do that right now. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm really hoping he's okay.
I'm sure he is. We'll find him. Let's check the shelters too, just in case.
Dealing with a negative online review.
We just got a terrible review online. Someone said our service was slow and the food was cold.
Oh dear, that's not good. Did they specify what day they came in?
Yes, they did. Last Saturday night. We were really busy then.
Okay, well first let's respond professionally. Acknowledge their concerns and apologize for the negative experience.
And then what? Offer them something? A discount on their next visit?
That's a good idea. It shows you're willing to make amends. But also investigate internally. Was there a problem in the kitchen that night?
I'll check with the staff. It's important to learn from this and prevent it from happening again.
Exactly. And remember, one bad review doesn't define us. It's how we handle it that matters.
Discussing a home security system.
I'm thinking about investing in a home security system. There have been a few break-ins in the neighborhood lately.
That's a good idea. It's better to be safe than sorry. Have you looked into different options?
Yeah, I've been comparing a few different companies. Some offer monitored systems, while others are self-monitored.
Monitored systems are generally more reliable because they'll automatically alert the authorities if there's an issue. But they're also more expensive.
That's what I'm finding. I'm trying to weigh the cost against the peace of mind it would provide.
You could also consider adding security cameras. They can be a deterrent and provide evidence if something does happen.
That's a good point. I'll look into those as well. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Just make sure to do your research and choose a system that fits your needs and budget.
Discussing a local election?
Are you planning on voting in the upcoming local elections?
Absolutely. It's important to have your say, especially at the local level. Have you decided who you're voting for?
I'm still researching the candidates. I'm particularly interested in their policies on education and environmental issues.
Me too. I'm also concerned about the proposed changes to the public transportation system. It could really impact my commute.
I agree. I think it's vital that we elect someone who will prioritize sustainable development and invest in our community.
Have you attended any of the candidate forums? They're a good way to hear their views firsthand.
I haven't yet, but I'm planning to go to the one next week. I want to ask them about their plans for improving local schools.
That's a great idea. The more informed we are, the better we can make our choices.
Discussing a workplace conflict?
I'm having a bit of a problem with Sarah. I feel like she's constantly undermining my ideas in meetings.
That's frustrating. Have you tried talking to her directly about it?
Not yet. I was hoping it would just stop, but it's been going on for weeks now.
I think it's best to address it head on, but do it calmly and professionally. Focus on the specific behaviors that are bothering you.
Okay, so something like, Sarah, I've noticed that you often disagree with my suggestions in meetings, and it's making me feel undervalued.
Exactly. And be prepared to listen to her perspective too. There might be a reason for her behavior that you're not aware of.
That's a good point. I'll try to keep an open mind. Hopefully we can resolve this without involving HR.
I'm sure you can. Just remember to be respectful and focus on finding a solution that works for both of you.
Evaluating a new gadget?
I've been thinking about buying that new smartwatch. Have you heard anything about it?
Yeah, I've read a few reviews. Apparently, the battery life isn't as good as they advertise.
Oh, that's a shame. That's one of the main things I'm looking for. How about the fitness tracking features?
Those seem to be pretty accurate, and it has a lot of different workout modes. But some users have complained about the interface being a bit clunky.
I'm not sure. I really want something that's easy to use. Do you think it's worth the price?
Honestly, I think you could find something better for the money. There are other brands with similar features and better reviews.
Okay, thanks for the heads up. I'll do some more research before making a decision.
Definitely. It's always good to compare different options before committing to a purchase.
Giving feedback on a recipe?
I tried your lasagna recipe last night, and it was delicious. Thank you so much for sharing it.
Oh, I'm so glad you liked it. Was there anything you found particularly challenging or any adjustments you made?
The instructions were very clear, so it was easy to follow. I did add a little extra garlic, because I love garlic.
That sounds great. I might try that myself next time. Did you find the cooking time accurate?
Yes, it was perfect. The lasagna was cooked through, and the cheese was nicely melted and bubbly.
Fantastic. I'm always a little nervous when people try my recipes, hoping they turn out well.
Well, you have nothing to worry about. It's a keeper. I'll definitely be making it again.
That makes me so happy to hear. Thanks for letting me know.
Handling a misunderstanding with a friend?
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about something. I felt a bit hurt when you didn't invite me to your party last weekend.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you weren't invited. I assumed you knew it was a small, last-minute gathering.
I understand, but it still made me feel excluded. I value our friendship, and I would have liked to have been there.
I completely understand. I should have reached out to you personally. It was really thoughtless of me. I hope you can forgive me.
Of course, I appreciate you apologizing. It's just important to me that we communicate openly with each other.
Absolutely. Next time, I'll make sure to include you, no matter how small the event is.
Thank you. That means a lot. Let's just put it behind us and move on.
Planning a group project?
Right, so we need to figure out how to divide up the work for this project. Any initial thoughts?
Well, I'm pretty good at research, so I could take on that aspect of it.
That would be great. I'm comfortable with the presentation software, so I can handle putting the slides together.
Okay, so who's going to be responsible for writing the actual report?
Perhaps we could split that up. I can do the introduction and conclusion, and you can handle the body paragraphs?
Sounds fair. We should also set some deadlines for each section to make sure we stay on track.
Good idea. Let's create a shared document where we can all track our progress and share resources.
Perfect. Then we can meet again next week to discuss our findings and refine the plan.
Dealing with a misunderstanding about meeting time.
Hey, I waited for you at the coffee shop for half an hour. Where were you?
Oh no, I thought we were meeting at 3 p.m., not 2:30 p.m. I'm so sorry.
Really? I'm pretty sure I said 2:30 p.m. in the text.
I must have misread it. I had a hectic morning, my apologies. Is there anything I can do to make it up to you?
It's okay, mistakes happen. Let's just grab a coffee now if you're free.
Absolutely. I'll buy. Again, I'm really sorry for the mix-up.
No worries, let's just enjoy our coffee.
Dealing with a noisy neighbor.
I'm really struggling with the noise coming from next door. They're constantly having parties until late at night.
Oh, that's awful. Have you tried talking to them about it?
I haven't yet. I was hoping it would just be a one-time thing, but it's been happening every weekend.
I think you should definitely say something. Politely, of course.
Yeah, I'll try to be diplomatic. I just don't want to create any animosity.
I understand. Maybe suggest a compromise, like keeping the noise down after a certain hour.
That's a good idea. I'll give it a shot. If that doesn't work, I guess I'll have to contact the building management.
Discussing a potential career change.
I've been thinking a lot lately about changing careers. I'm just not feeling fulfilled in my current role.
That's a big decision. What kind of career are you considering?
I've always been interested in graphic design. I've even been taking some online courses in my spare time.
That's great. Have you thought about how you would make the transition?
I was thinking of starting with freelance work to build up a portfolio.
That sounds like a smart approach. It'll give you a chance to see if you really enjoy it before committing fully.
Exactly. It's a bit scary, but I think it's worth exploring.
I admire your courage. Go for it, and I'm here if you need any support.
Discussing a problem with a new appliance.
Hey, I'm having trouble with the new blender we bought. It keeps making this weird noise.
Oh, really? That's not good. Did you check the manual to see if it says anything about it?
Yeah, I did, but there's nothing about that specific noise. I think it might be a motor issue.
We should probably contact customer service then. It's still under warranty, right?
Yes, thankfully, I have the receipt and the warranty information here.
Okay. Let's call them tomorrow. Hopefully they can send someone to fix it or give us a replacement.
I hope so too. I was really looking forward to making smoothies with it.
Fingers crossed. They resolve it quickly.
Discussing a recent home appliance purchase.
So, I finally bit the bullet and bought that new washing machine I was telling you about.
Oh, great. How is it? Was it worth the investment?
Absolutely. It's so much quieter and more efficient than my old one. Plus, it has a steam function.
A steam function? What's that for?
It's supposed to sanitize clothes and get rid of wrinkles. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm excited to.
That sounds amazing. I might have to look into getting one myself eventually.
I highly recommend it. It's made laundry day so much less of a chore.
Discussing the importance of recycling.
I'm trying to be more conscious about recycling, but sometimes it feels like a drop in the ocean.
I know what you mean. But every little bit helps, right? It's important to reduce our environmental impact.
Definitely. I'm just not always sure what can and can't be recycled.
Our local council has a website with a detailed guide. I can send you the link.
That would be great, thanks. I always get confused about plastics.
Me too. And it's frustrating when you see people just throwing everything in the same bin.
Exactly. We all need to do our part to protect the environment.
Expressing frustration with a delayed train.
This is ridiculous. This train is delayed again. It's the third time this week.
I know. It's so frustrating. I'm going to be late for my meeting now.
Did they even announce why it's delayed?
Something about signal failure, apparently. It's always something.
This is making me seriously consider driving, even with the traffic.
I've thought about it too, but parking is such a nightmare. Maybe we should complain to customer service?
Worth a shot. I'm sure they've heard it all before, though.
True, but maybe if enough people complained, they'll actually do something about it.
Giving feedback on a recipe.
I tried out that pasta recipe you sent me last week.
Oh, really? How did it turn out? Did you like it?
It was delicious. The sauce was really flavorful. However, it was a bit too salty for my taste.
Ah, good to know. I tend to be a bit heavy-handed with the salt sometimes.
Maybe you could suggest using less salt in the recipe notes?
That's a great idea. I'll definitely update it. Anything else you'd change?
No, that was the only thing. Otherwise, it was perfect. Thanks for sharing it.
Handling a misunderstanding with a friend.
I feel like there's been some tension between us lately. Is everything okay?
Honestly, I thought you were upset with Smoothsumsmeebtres. I felt like you were avoiding me.
Really? I didn't mean to. I've just been really stressed with work, and probably haven't been the best company.
Oh, I see. I misinterpreted your behavior then. I thought I'd done something to offend you.
No, not at all. I'm so sorry if I gave you that impression. I should have explained what was going on.
It's all right. I'm glad we talked about it. Maybe we can grab coffee this week and catch up properly?
I'd love that. Let's do it. I'll check my schedule.
Seeking advice on choosing a new laptop.
I'm looking to buy a new laptop, but I'm completely overwhelmed by all the options.
I know the feeling. What will you mainly be using it for?
Mostly for work, some writing and streaming movies. Nothing too intensive, I think.
Okay, so you probably don't need a high-end gaming laptop. A good mid-range one should suffice.
What about brands? Are there any you'd recommend or advise against?
I've had good experiences with Dell and HP, but it really depends on your budget and specific needs. Read some reviews.
Good point. I'll definitely do some more research. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Happy to help. Let me know if you have more questions.
Asking for a refund.
Excuse me, I'd like to request a refund for this item.
Certainly. What seems to be the problem?
Well, I bought it yesterday, and when I got home, I realized it was the wrong size.
Do you have the receipt with you?
Yes, here it is.
Okay, I see. As long as it's in its original condition with the tag still attached, we can process a refund.
Great, it is. Thank you so much.
Checking in at a hotel.
Good afternoon. I have a reservation under the name John Smith.
Good afternoon, Mr. Smith. Let me just pull that up for you. Ah, yes. A standard double room for 2 nights.
That's correct. Is breakfast included in the rate?
Yes, sir. Complimentary breakfast is served in the dining room from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Excellent. And what's the Wi-Fi password?
The password is Welcome 123. Here are your key cards. Your room is on the 3rd floor, room 305.
Thank you very much. Where are the elevators?
They're just to your left, sir. Enjoy your stay.
Discussing a book club meeting.
Are you looking forward to the book club meeting next week?
Yeah, I am. I'm actually quite enjoying this month's book. What about you?
I'm finding it a bit slow, to be honest. I'm hoping the discussion will help me appreciate it more.
I understand. Sometimes talking about it with others can shed new light on things. Are you bringing anything to share?
I was thinking of making a simple salad. What about you?
I'm planning on bringing a dessert. Hopefully, everyone will like it.
I'm sure they will. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Discussing a lost item.
Oh no, I think I've lost my wallet.
Oh dear, where do you think you last had it?
I'm not sure. I definitely had it at the coffee shop earlier.
Okay, let's retrace your steps. Did you check your pockets and bag thoroughly?
Yes, I've checked everywhere. It's definitely gone.
All right, let's go back to the coffee shop and ask if anyone's found it. It's worth a shot.
Okay, good idea. I'm just worried about my credit cards and ID.
Discussing a new recipe attempt.
I tried that new pasta recipe you recommended last night.
Oh, really? How did it turn out?
Well, it was a bit of a disaster, to be honest. I think I overcooked the pasta.
Oh no! Did you follow the instructions carefully?
I thought I did, but maybe I misread something. The sauce was also a bit too thick.
Perhaps you added too much flour? Next time, try adding the flour gradually.
That's a good tip. I'll definitely try that if I attempt it again. Thanks.
Discussing a potential housemate.
So what did you think of Sarah, the potential housemate?
She seemed nice enough, but I'm not sure if she's the right fit. Did you ask about her cleaning habits?
I did. She said she's pretty tidy and doesn't mind doing her share of the chores.
That's good to hear. But I'm a bit worried about her late work hours. Will that be disruptive?
She assured me she's quiet when she gets in late and mostly just goes straight to bed.
Okay. Maybe we should give her a trial period to see how it goes?
I think that's a good idea. We can discuss it with her and set some ground rules.
Ordering coffee with specific preferences.
Good morning. I'd like a latte, please.
Sure thing. What kind of milk would you like?
Oat milk, please. And could you make it extra hot?
Extra hot oat milk latte, got it. Anything else?
Yes, actually. Could I get a small pump of vanilla syrup as well?
Vanilla syrup, no problem. That'll be $4.50.
Great. Here you go.
Thanks. I'll call your name when it's ready. It'll be just a few minutes.
Ordering takeout over the phone.
Hello. I'd like to place a takeout order, please.
Certainly. What would you like to order?
I'll take the pad thai and the green curry with chicken.
Okay, pad thai and green curry with chicken. Anything else?
Yes. Could I also get an order of spring rolls?
Spring rolls. Got it. What name should I put on the order?
It's for David Miller.
Okay, David Miller. Your order will be ready in about 20 minutes. The total is $25.
Registering for a library card.
Hi. I'd like to register for a library card, please.
Certainly. Do you have any proof of address with you, like a utility bill or a driver's license?
Yes, I have my driver's license right here.
Perfect. I'll just need you to fill out this short form with your basic information.
Okay, no problem. What's the borrowing limit for new members?
You can borrow up to 5 items at a time for the first month. After that, it increases to 10.
That sounds reasonable. Thanks for the information.
You're welcome. Here's your card. You can start using it right away.
Reporting a problem with internet service.
Hi, I'm calling to report a problem with my internet service. It's been down all morning.
Okay, I can help you with that. Can I have your account number, please?
It's $1,234,567,890.
Thank you. Let me check the status of your service. It appears there's an outage in your area. Our technicians are working on it.
Do you have any idea when it will be back up?
We estimate it will be resolved within the next 2 to 3 hours. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Okay, thanks for the update. I appreciate it.
Choosing a new doctor.
I'm thinking of changing doctors. My current one is always so rushed.
Oh, I know the feeling. Finding a good doctor can be tough. What are you looking for in a new one?
Someone who actually listens, for starters. And maybe someone with a bit more experience in family medicine.
Have you checked online reviews? That's how I found mine. It's a good starting point.
I have, but I'm always a bit skeptical of those. They can be so biased.
True. Maybe ask around? See if any of your friends or colleagues have recommendations?
That's a good idea. I'll put feelers out. Thanks.
No problem. Good luck with the search.
Dealing with a difficult customer.
I had a really frustrating interaction with a customer today. He was being incredibly unreasonable.
Oh no, that's never fun. What happened?
He was demanding a refund on something he'd clearly damaged himself and wouldn't listen to reason.
Did you manage to resolve it?
Eventually, my manager stepped in, but it took ages and he was just shouting the whole time.
That sounds awful. It's hard to stay calm when someone is being aggressive like that.
Exactly. I just kept repeating company policy, but it didn't seem to make a difference.
Well, at least your manager helped out. Hopefully tomorrow will be better.
Dealing with a misunderstanding with a neighbor.
I think I might have upset my neighbor. She seemed really annoyed with me this morning.
Oh no, what happened?
I think my dog might have been barking too much while I was out. She gave me a really pointed look.
Maybe you should just go over and talk to her. Clear the air before it escalates.
That's a good idea. I'll apologize and see if we can find a solution.
Maybe offer to keep the dog inside more often, or look into some training.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into that. I want to be a good neighbor.
I'm sure she'll appreciate you addressing it. Good luck.
Discussing a difficult colleague.
I'm having a really hard time working with John. He's constantly undermining my ideas in meetings.
Oh, that's awful. Have you tried talking to him about it directly?
I have, but he just brushes it off and says I'm being too sensitive.
That's really unprofessional. Have you considered talking to your manager about it?
I'm hesitant to escalate things, but it's starting to affect my work.
I understand, but your well-being at work is important. Maybe a conversation with HR would be helpful.
That's a good point. I'll think about it. Thanks for listening.
Discussing a local election.
Have you been following the local election at all?
A little. It's hard to keep up with everything. What are your thoughts?
I'm quite concerned about the candidates' views on environmental issues. It seems like they're not taking it seriously enough.
I agree. The lack of focus on sustainable policies is worrying. Have you decided who you'll vote for?
I'm leaning towards the independent candidate. They seem to have a more progressive platform.
I need to do some more research before making a decision. It's important to be informed.
Definitely. Every vote counts, especially in local elections.
Exactly. I'll make sure to read up on their manifestos this week.
Discussing a recent sporting event.
Did you see the football match last night? What a nail-biter.
I did. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. I can't believe they pulled it off in the last minute.
I know, right? Their defense was really struggling in the first half, though.
Definitely. But their striker really stepped up. He was on fire.
Absolutely. He's been playing exceptionally well this season. Do you think they can win the championship?
It's going to be tough, but they definitely have a chance. They just need to stay consistent.
Agreed. I'm already looking forward to their next game.
Discussing the importance of travel insurance.
I'm going on holiday next month, and I'm wondering if I should bother with travel insurance.
Absolutely. It's really important. You never know what might happen.
I always think it's a waste of money if nothing goes wrong.
That's true, but it's worth it for the peace of mind. Think about medical emergencies or lost luggage.
Okay, you've convinced me. What kind of coverage should I look for?
Make sure it covers medical expenses, trip cancellations, and lost or stolen belongings.
Good to know. I'll start researching different policies today.
Definitely do your homework. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Expressing concerns about a friend's relationship.
I'm a little worried about Sarah and Mark. They seem to be arguing a lot lately.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. It's a bit concerning. Have you talked to her about it?
Not directly, but I've tried to be supportive. I don't want to interfere, but I'm worried she's not happy.
It's a tricky situation. You don't want to overstep, but you also want to be there for her.
Exactly. I think I'll just try to be a good listener and offer advice if she asks for it.
That sounds like a good approach. Sometimes just knowing someone cares can make a difference.
I hope so. It's hard to watch someone you care about going through a difficult time.
Expressing frustration with a slow internet connection.
This internet connection is driving me crazy. It's so slow, I can barely get anything done.
I know. It's incredibly frustrating. Have you tried contacting your internet provider?
I have, but they just tell me to restart the modem. It's a temporary fix at best.
Maybe it's time to switch providers? There might be better options in your area.
I've been thinking about that. It's just such a hassle to switch everything over.
True, but it might be worth it in the long run. Think about how much time you're wasting with this slow connection.
You're right. I'll start researching other providers tonight.
Planning a small home renovation.
We're thinking of redoing the bathroom. It's looking a bit dated.
Oh, that's exciting. Have you started planning what you want to do?
We have some ideas, but we're trying to figure out a budget first. It's surprisingly expensive.
It is. Have you considered getting quotes from different contractors?
Yeah, that's next on the list. We also need to decide if we're going to DIY any of it.
DIY can save money, but it also takes a lot of time and effort. Be realistic about your skills.
Good point. Maybe we'll just stick to painting and leave the plumbing to the professionals.
That sounds like a sensible plan.
Asking about a coworker's absence.
Have you heard anything about why John's been out all week?
I think he mentioned something about feeling unwell last Friday. I assumed he had the flu.
Oh, I hope he's all right. He seemed a bit run down. It's been difficult covering his tasks.
Yeah, it's been tough. I heard from someone in HR that he took a sick leave, but they didn't say what it was for.
Right. Well, hopefully he'll be back soon. We're really struggling without him.
Agreed. Maybe we should send him a get well card from the team?
That's a great idea. I'll organize it. Thanks for the suggestion.
Dealing with a car repair.
Hi, I brought my car in last week because the engine light was on. You said you'd call with an estimate.
Yes, I remember. We ran a diagnostic, and it seems you need a new catalytic converter.
A catalytic converter? How much is that going to cost?
With parts and labor, it's going to be around 600 pounds. It's a fairly involved repair.
600 pounds? That's more than I was expecting. Is it absolutely necessary?
Yes. Unfortunately, without a functioning catalytic converter, your car won't pass emissions testing, and it could cause further damage.
Okay, I understand. Go ahead and do the repair then.
Great. We should have it ready for you by tomorrow afternoon.
Dealing with a misunderstanding at a coffee shop.
Excuse me, I think there's been a mistake. I ordered a latte, but this is a cappuccino.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let me check the order. What name was it under?
It's under Anna.
Ah, I see. Yes, it looks like someone else's cappuccino got mixed up with your latte. My apologies.
No problem. It happens.
I'll make you a fresh latte right away. Would you like it with any flavoring?
Just a regular latte, please. Thank you.
Coming right up. And please accept this pastry as a small apology for the mix-up.
Discussing a change in company policy.
Did you see the email about the new flexible working policy?
Yeah, I did. I'm not sure how I feel about it. On the one hand, it's great to have more flexibility.
Exactly. But I'm a bit concerned about how it will affect team collaboration. We rely so much on being able to pop over to each other's desks.
That's a valid point. I think it'll require a lot more planning and communication to make sure we're all on the same page.
I agree. And what about those who don't have a suitable home office setup? Will they be disadvantaged?
The email mentioned that the company will provide some support for setting up a home office, but I don't know how comprehensive it will be.
Well, let's see how it goes. I'm cautiously optimistic, but I also have some reservations.
Discussing a local election candidate.
Have you been following the local elections at all?
A little bit. I've seen some posters around town, but I haven't really looked into the candidates.
I'm quite impressed with Sarah Chen. Her platform seems really well thought out, especially her focus on improving local schools.
Oh, really? I was leaning towards Mark Johnson because he's promising to lower property taxes.
That sounds appealing, but I'm a bit worried about what cuts he'd have to make to achieve that. Chen seems to have a more sustainable approach.
That's a fair point. I hadn't considered the long-term implications. I'll have to do some more research.
Definitely. It's important to be informed, especially in local elections where the impact is so direct.
Discussing a problem with a rental apartment.
I'm having a bit of a nightmare with my rental apartment at the moment.
Oh no, what's wrong?
The heating hasn't been working properly for weeks, and I've reported it to the landlord 3 times, but nothing's been done.
That's terrible. Have you put it in writing? It's always best to have a record of your complaints.
Yes, I sent an email last week, but I haven't received a response. I'm starting to get really frustrated.
You should probably call them again and be firm about it. They have a legal obligation to ensure the apartment is habitable.
I will. If they don't respond this time, I'm going to contact the tenants' rights organization.
Discussing a public transportation issue.
Ugh, this bus is packed. I can barely breathe.
Tell me about it. It's always like this during rush hour. I wish they would increase the frequency.
I know, right? And the last few times I've taken this route, it's been delayed. It's making me late for work.
Yeah, the reliability has really gone downhill lately. I've been considering biking to work instead.
That's a good option if you live close enough. I live too far, unfortunately. I might have to start driving, even though I hate the traffic.
Maybe we should both write a complaint to the Transportation Authority. If enough people complain, they might actually do something about it.
That's a great idea. I'm definitely in. The more people complain, the better.
Planning a birthday gift for a friend.
So have you thought about what we should get Sarah for her birthday?
Not really. I'm completely stumped. She's so difficult to buy for.
I know. I was thinking maybe a voucher for that new spa she's been wanting to try.
That's a good idea, but it might be a bit impersonal. What about something related to her photography hobby?
Like what? She already has all the equipment she needs, I think.
Maybe a subscription to a photography magazine or a gift certificate for a printing service?
Those are both great ideas. Let's see if anyone else has any suggestions, and then we can decide.
Returning an online purchase.
Hi, I'd like to return this sweater. I ordered it online last week.
Okay. Do you have your order confirmation or receipt?
Yes, here it is. The color isn't quite what I expected, and it's a bit too small.
I see. Unfortunately, this item is on final sale, so we can only offer store credit.
Oh, I didn't realize. I thought online purchases had a standard return policy.
Generally they do, but final sale items are exempt. It should have been indicated on the product page.
I must have missed that. Well, store credit is better than nothing. Thanks.
No problem. I'll process that for you now. Can I see some ID, please?
Seeking advice on choosing a new computer.
Hey, I'm thinking of buying a new computer, and I was hoping you could give me some advice.
Sure, I'd be happy to. What are you planning to use it for primarily?
Mostly for work, writing reports, creating presentations, and some light photo editing.
Okay, so you'll need something with a decent processor and enough RAM. Are you leaning towards a laptop or a desktop?
I'm thinking a laptop for portability, but I'm worried about the screen size being too small.
You could always get a separate monitor to connect when you're at home. That gives you the best of both worlds.
That's a good idea. What brands would you recommend looking at?
Dealing with a lost item. Phone.
Oh no, I think I've lost my phone. I can't find it anywhere.
That's awful. When did you last have it?
I think I had it when we were at the coffee shop. I'm not sure after that.
Okay, let's think. Did you check your bag thoroughly? Maybe it just slipped down.
Yes, I've checked everywhere. It's definitely gone. Should I call it?
Good idea. I'll call it for you. Maybe someone picked it up, and we'll answer.
Okay, thank you so much. I'm really stressed out right now.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Let's stay calm and try to retrace your steps.
Dealing with an incorrect restaurant bill.
Excuse me, I think there might be a mistake on our bill. We were charged for an appetizer we didn't order.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Let me take a look. Which appetizer are you referring to?
The calamari. We only ordered the bruschetta.
Okay, I see the error. I'll adjust the bill for you right away. Again, I apologize for the inconvenience.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
No problem at all. I'll be right back with the corrected bill.
Great. Thanks again for your help.
Discussing a change in work schedule.
Hey, have you heard about the proposed changes to the work schedule?
No, what's going on? I haven't seen any emails about it.
Apparently, they're considering staggering start times to reduce congestion in the office.
That could be interesting. What are the potential start times?
They're thinking 7 a.m., 8 a.m., or 9 a.m. We'd have to choose one.
Well, that's a significant change. I'm not sure how I feel about starting that early.
Me neither. I'd prefer the later start, but I guess we'll have to see how it all shakes out.
Yeah, hopefully they'll consider everyone's preferences before making a final decision.
Discussing a potential housemate.
So we have that potential housemate coming to visit tomorrow. Are you excited?
Yeah, I am. I'm just hoping they're a good fit. What are you planning to ask them?
I'm going to ask about their lifestyle, their cleanliness habits, and their work schedule.
Good points. I'm also curious about their social life and how often they have people over.
Right, that's important too. We need someone who respects our need for quiet time.
Exactly, and someone who's responsible and pays their bills on time.
Definitely. Let's make a list of questions beforehand to make sure we cover everything.
Great idea. That way, we can be sure we're both on the same page.
Discussing a recent concert.
Did you end up going to that concert last weekend?
Yeah, I did. It was amazing. The band was even better live than I expected.
Oh, really? I was on the fence about going. What was the venue like?
The venue was pretty good. A bit crowded, though. But the sound quality was excellent.
That's good to hear. What were some of your favorite songs they played?
They played all their hits, of course, but they also did a few deep cuts, which were a nice surprise.
Sounds like you had a great time. Maybe I'll catch them next time they're in town.
Definitely. I highly recommend it. You won't be disappointed.
Discussing a recent sporting event.
Did you see the game last night? What a nail-biter.
I did. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. I can't believe they pulled it off in the last few seconds.
Their defense was incredible. They really stepped up when it mattered most.
Absolutely, and the quarterback's performance was outstanding. He really led the team.
He's been playing so well lately. Do you think they have a chance of winning the championship this year?
It's definitely possible. They have a strong team, but they'll need to stay healthy and avoid injuries.
True. Well, I'm excited to see how the rest of the season plays out.
Me too. It's going to be an interesting one.
Expressing frustration with a slow internet connection.
This internet connection is driving me crazy. It's been so slow all day.
Tell me about it. I've been trying to upload a file for the past hour, and it's barely made any progress.
I thought it might just be me, but it sounds like everyone's having the same problem.
Yeah, I think there might be something wrong with the provider's service. Have you tried restarting your router?
I've tried everything. Restarting the router, checking the cables, nothing seems to work.
Maybe we should contact the internet provider and see if they're aware of the issue.
Good idea. I'll give them a call. Hopefully, they can fix it soon.
Fingers crossed. I can't get anything done with this terrible connection.
Handling a misunderstanding with a friend.
Hey, can we talk about what happened the other night? I feel like there was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, sure. I've been meaning to talk to you too. I felt a bit awkward after.
I think I came across as insensitive, and I really didn't mean to. I was just trying to be helpful.
I understand. It just felt like you were dismissing my feelings. But I appreciate you saying that you didn't mean to.
I value our friendship a lot, and I would never intentionally hurt you. I'm truly sorry if I did.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I value our friendship too. Maybe we can just chalk it up to a bad night.
Definitely. Let's move on and try to be more mindful of each other's feelings in the future.
Ordering coffee with specific preferences.
Hi, can I get a coffee, please?
Sure. What kind of coffee would you like?
I'd like a latte, but with oat milk instead of regular milk.
Okay, no problem. Anything else?
Yes, could you make it with a double shot of espresso and just a little bit of foam?
Double shot, oat milk, light foam. Got it. Anything else to drink or eat?
No, that's all, thank you. How much will that be?
That will be $4.50, please.
Seeking advice on choosing a new laptop.
I'm thinking of getting a new laptop, but I'm completely overwhelmed by the options. You're good with tech. Any recommendations?
Sure. What are you primarily going to use it for? That will help narrow it down.
Mostly for work, writing documents, video conferencing, and some light photo editing.
Okay. In that case, I'd suggest something with a decent processor and at least 8 gigabytes of RAM. A good screen is important for photo editing too.
Right, I hadn't really considered the RAM. What about brands? Any to avoid?
Generally, I've had good experiences with Dell and Lenovo. Apple is great too, if you're willing to spend a bit more.
Thanks. That's really helpful. I'll do some research based on your suggestions.
No problem. Let me know if you have any other questions as you're looking.
Asking about a coworker's absence.
Has anyone heard from Sarah? She wasn't in the office yesterday, and she's not here today either.
No, I haven't. I assume she was on vacation, but I didn't see anything on the team calendar.
Me neither. I hope she's okay. Should we try to contact her?
I think so. Maybe send her a quick email to see if she's all right. Don't pry, just express concern.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll just say we were wondering where she was, and hope she's doing well.
Perfect. If she doesn't respond, maybe we should let our manager know, just in case.
That's a good point. I'll give her until lunchtime, and then I'll inform the manager if I haven't heard anything.
Sounds like a plan. Let's hope it's nothing serious.
Dealing with an unexpected bill.
I just received an electricity bill that's twice as high as usual. I have no idea why.
That's awful. Have you checked for any obvious reasons, like a faulty appliance or leaving lights on?
I've checked everything. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. I'm wondering if there's a mistake.
You should definitely contact the electricity company and query the bill. There might be an error in their reading.
That's what I was thinking. I'll call them tomorrow and see if they can investigate.
Good idea. Keep a record of your energy usage for the past few months, just in case they need it.
Thanks for the tip. I'll do that. I'm really worried about how I'm going to pay it if it's not a mistake.
Hopefully it's just an error, but if not, maybe they can offer a payment plan to help you manage it.
Discussing a change in work schedule.
Did you hear about the proposed changes to our work schedule? They want to implement flexible hours.
Yes, I saw the email. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It could be beneficial, but also disruptive.
I agree. On the one hand, it would be nice to have more control over my hours, but I worry about coordination with other teams.
Exactly. And what about meetings? How will we ensure everyone can attend if we're all working different hours?
Those are valid concerns. I think we should attend the meeting next week and voice our opinions.
Definitely. It's important that they consider everyone's needs before making a final decision.
I hope they're open to feedback. A flexible schedule could be great, but it needs to be implemented carefully.
Let's prepare some questions and suggestions beforehand. That way, we can contribute constructively.
Discussing a disagreement with a landlord.
I'm really frustrated with my landlord. He promised to fix the leaky faucet weeks ago, and it's still dripping.
Oh, that's annoying. Have you reminded him recently?
Yeah, I emailed him last week, but haven't heard back. I'm thinking of calling him again.
Definitely call. If that doesn't work, maybe send a registered letter. It creates a paper trail.
That's a good idea. I didn't think of that. A registered letter might get his attention.
It should. And keep a copy for yourself, just in case you need it later.
Will do. Thanks for the advice. I'm just tired of wasting water and hearing that drip, drip, drip.
I understand. Hopefully he'll take it seriously soon. Good luck.
Discussing a new hobby, pottery.
I've started taking pottery classes, and I'm really enjoying it.
Pottery? That sounds interesting. Is it difficult to learn?
It's challenging at first. Getting the clay centered on the wheel is tricky. But it's also very therapeutic.
I can imagine. It seems like it would require a lot of focus and patience.
Definitely. And it's so satisfying when you finally create something you're proud of. I made a little bowl last week.
That's amazing! Are you planning on making more functional items, like mugs or plates?
Eventually, yes. For now, I'm just focusing on mastering the basics. Maybe I'll make you a mug for your birthday.
That would be fantastic. I'd love that. Keep me updated on your progress.
Discussing a recent movie experience.
Have you seen that new sci-fi film, Cosmic Drift?
No, I haven't. Is it any good? I've heard mixed reviews.
I thought it was visually stunning. The special effects were incredible. But the plot was a bit convoluted, to be honest.
Ah, that's a shame. I hate it when a movie looks great but lacks substance.
Exactly. The acting was decent, but the story just didn't quite hold together. It felt a bit rushed.
So would you recommend it? Or should I skip it?
If you're a big fan of sci-fi and don't mind a slightly confusing plot, then give it a try. But don't expect a masterpiece.
Okay, thanks for the heads up. I might wait for it to come out on streaming.
Expressing frustration with a crowded train.
This train is absolutely packed. I can barely breathe.
Tell me about it. I can't believe how crowded it is, especially at this time of day.
I wish they'd add more carriages during peak hours. It's unbearable.
I know, right? And the air conditioning isn't working properly either. It's stifling.
Seriously, I'm starting to sweat. I hope I don't miss my stop in all this chaos.
Me too. I'm keeping a close eye on the announcements, just in case.
Good idea. Let's hope it clears out a bit soon. I'm starting to feel claustrophobic.
Fingers crossed. At least we're almost there.
Making a complaint about a damaged product.
I need to complain about a product I received. It arrived damaged.
Oh no, that's terrible. What was it and where did you buy it from?
It was a ceramic vase I ordered online. The box was crushed, and the vase is broken in several pieces.
That's unacceptable. Did you take pictures of the damage and the packaging?
Yes, I did. I have clear photos of everything. I've already contacted the seller, but they haven't responded yet.
If they don't respond within a reasonable time, you should contact their customer support directly. Escalate the issue.
Good idea. I'll give them another day, and then I'll try that. I really wanted that vase.
I hope you get a refund or a replacement. Don't give up.
Planning a birthday gift for a friend.
Sarah's birthday is coming up soon. Do you have any ideas for a gift?
That's a good question. What are her hobbies and interests?
She's really into photography and loves trying new restaurants.
Okay, so we could get her a photography accessory, like a new lens or a tripod. Or maybe a gift certificate to that new Italian place downtown.
The restaurant gift certificate is a great idea. She's been wanting to try that place for ages.
Perfect. We could all chip in and get her a generous amount. That way she can really enjoy it.
That sounds fantastic. I'll start collecting money from everyone. Let's aim for a €50 voucher.
Sounds good to me. Let me know when you're ready to buy it.
Seeking advice on choosing a new coffee machine.
Hey, I'm looking to buy a new coffee machine, but I'm overwhelmed by all the options. Any recommendations?
Definitely. What kind of coffee do you usually drink? Are you looking for convenience or something more involved?
I mostly drink regular coffee, but sometimes I like a latte. Convenience is definitely a priority.
Then maybe a pod machine would be a good fit. They're quick and easy to use, and some have milk frothers.
I've considered those, but I'm a bit worried about the cost of the pods in the long run.
That's a fair point. In that case, a drip coffee maker with a built-in grinder might be a better investment. You can use any beans you like.
That sounds interesting. I'll have to look into those. Thanks for the suggestion.
No problem. Read some reviews online before you decide. It really helps.
Choosing a charity to support.
I've been thinking about donating to a charity this year, but I'm overwhelmed by the options. Any thoughts?
I know. It's tough to choose. Have you considered what causes are most important to you?
I'm leaning towards something related to environmental conservation. It feels particularly urgent these days.
That's a great cause. I've heard good things about Green Earth Initiative. They focus on reforestation and sustainable farming.
Reforestation sounds promising. I'll look into them. What about ensuring they're using the donations effectively?
You can check their financial reports on their website or use charity rating sites like Charity Navigator to see how they allocate funds.
That's a really helpful tip. Thanks. I'll definitely do some research before making a decision.
No problem. It's good to be informed and make sure your money is going where it can make the biggest difference.
Dealing with a lost item. Keys.
I'm in a bit of a panic. I can't find my keys anywhere. I've searched everywhere in my apartment.
Oh no, that's the worst. Have you retraced your steps from the last time you remember having them?
Yes, I think I had them when I came in from the grocery store, but they're not in my bag or pockets.
Okay, think logically. Did you take the groceries out of the car? Maybe they fell out there.
I did. I'll check the car right now. Fingers crossed. What if they're really gone?
If you can't find them, you'll need to change your locks, unfortunately. It's better to be safe than sorry.
That's what I was afraid of. Okay, I'm gonna check the car now. Thanks for the help.
Good luck. I hope you find them. Let me know how it goes.
Deciding whether to attend a reunion.
My high school reunion is coming up, and I'm really on the fence about whether to go or not.
Oh, those can be tricky. What's making you hesitate?
Well, I haven't kept in touch with many people from school, and I'm worried it'll be awkward or that I won't have anything in common with anyone anymore.
I understand. But it could also be a chance to reconnect with old friends and see how everyone's doing. You never know.
That's true. I guess I'm also a bit worried about comparing myself to others and their accomplishments.
Try not to focus on that. Everyone's on their own journey. Just focus on having a good time and catching up with people you used to know.
You're right, I think I'll go. Even if it's a bit awkward, it'll be an experience.
That's the spirit. Just go with an open mind and see what happens. You might be surprised at how much fun you have.
Discussing a disagreement with a neighbor.
I'm a bit stressed. I had a disagreement with my neighbor yesterday about their dog barking early in the morning.
Oh no, that's never fun. What happened exactly?
Well, it's been happening for weeks, waking me up. I politely asked if they could do something about it, but they got defensive.
I can see why you're stressed. Did you try to explain how it's affecting you?
Yes, I did, but they just said dogs bark, and there's nothing they can do. I felt like they weren't taking me seriously.
Perhaps you could suggest some solutions, like maybe a dog trainer or a different walking schedule?
That's a good idea. I'll try to approach them again with some suggestions, but I'm worried about escalating things.
Maybe write down what you want to say beforehand, so you can stay calm and focused. Good luck.
Discussing a misunderstanding at a store.
I had a really frustrating experience at the store today. I think there was a misunderstanding with the cashier.
Oh no, what happened?
I was buying a shirt that was marked on sale, but when I went to pay, it rang up at full price. I pointed out the sale tag, but the cashier insisted it wasn't valid.
That's annoying. Did you ask to speak to a manager?
Yes, I did. The manager came over, but they were equally unhelpful. They said the sale ended yesterday, even though the tag was still there.
That's really bad customer service. Did you try to explain that the tag was misleading?
I did, but they wouldn't budge. I ended up just paying the full price because I needed the shirt, but I'm definitely not happy about it.
You should consider writing a complaint to the store's customer service department. It's not right that they wouldn't honor the advertised price.
Discussing a recent movie.
Have you seen The Silent Echo yet? I just saw it last night and I'm still thinking about it.
No, I haven't. I've heard it's really good, though. What did you think?
I thought it was brilliant. The acting was superb and the storyline was so gripping, it really kept me on the edge of my seat.
I've heard it's quite dark. Is it very violent?
There are some intense scenes, but it's more psychological thriller than outright violence. The suspense is what really gets you.
That sounds interesting. I'm not a huge fan of gore, so that's good to know. What about the ending? Was it satisfying?
The ending is quite ambiguous, which I personally liked. It leaves you with a lot to think about. Some people might find it frustrating, though.
I'll have to see it for myself then. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll add it to my list.
Discussing the benefits of learning a musical instrument.
I've been thinking about taking up a new hobby, and learning a musical instrument has crossed my mind.
That's a fantastic idea. It's incredibly rewarding. Have you considered which instrument you'd like to learn?
I'm torn between the guitar and the piano. Both seem appealing, but I'm not sure which would be easier to start with.
They both have their challenges, but piano might be slightly easier to grasp the basics of music theory. Plus, it's great for coordination.
That's a good point about coordination. Are there other benefits besides just learning to play music?
Definitely. It improves cognitive function, reduces stress, and can even boost your confidence. It's also a great creative outlet.
Wow, I didn't realize there were so many benefits. You've convinced me. I'm going to look into beginner piano lessons.
That's great. You won't regret it. Just remember to be patient with yourself and enjoy the process.
Discussing the importance of recycling.
I've been trying to be more conscious about recycling lately, but sometimes it feels like a drop in the ocean.
I know what you mean. It can be discouraging, but it's still incredibly important. Every little bit helps.
I guess so. I'm just not always clear on what can and can't be recycled. The rules seem to vary from place to place.
That's true. You should check your local council's website. They usually have a detailed guide on what materials they accept.
I'll do that. I'm also trying to reduce my overall consumption and buy products with less packaging.
That's a great approach. It's not just about recycling, but also about reducing waste in the first place. Consider reusable shopping bags and water bottles.
Definitely. I've also been thinking about composting food scraps. It seems like a good way to reduce landfill waste.
Composting is fantastic. It's easier than you might think, and it's great for your garden, too. Every effort makes a difference.
Getting a second opinion on a medical diagnosis.
I'm a bit worried. I got a diagnosis from my doctor, and I'm considering getting a second opinion.
That's understandable. It's always good to be thorough, especially with health concerns. What's the diagnosis?
They think I might have a mild form of arthritis, but the symptoms aren't that pronounced yet. I'm just not entirely convinced.
I see. Getting a second opinion can definitely give you peace of mind. How are you planning to find another specialist?
I was thinking of asking my family doctor for a referral, or perhaps researching specialists online with good reviews.
That sounds like a good approach. Make sure to bring all your medical records and test results to the new doctor.
Good point. I wouldn't have thought of that. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. I hope the second opinion gives you more clarity and puts your mind at ease.
Seeking advice on choosing a new laptop.
I'm finally upgrading my laptop, but I'm feeling overwhelmed by all the choices. Any advice?
Definitely. What will you mainly be using it for? That will help narrow down the options.
Mostly for work. Writing documents, using spreadsheets, and some video conferencing. I'd also like it to be portable.
Okay, so portability and reliable performance are key. Have you considered a lightweight Ultrabook with a solid-state drive?
I've heard of those, but I'm not sure what specs I should be looking for in terms of RAM and processor.
For your needs, at least 8 gigabytes of RAM and an Intel Core i5 processor should be sufficient, and definitely get an SSD. It makes a huge difference in speed.
That's really helpful. What about screen size? I don't want something too small.
A 13 or 14-inch screen is a good compromise between portability and comfortable viewing. You can always connect it to an external monitor at home.
Borrowing a car.
Hey, I was wondering if I could possibly borrow your car this weekend.
I'm a bit hesitant. What do you need it for?
I need to drive to visit my family. It's too far to take the train, and mine is in the shop.
Okay, I understand. But I need to know you'll be extra careful. It's my only car.
Of course. I promise to treat it like my own. I'll even fill up the tank before returning it.
All right. Make sure you check the oil and coolant levels before you go. And let me know if anything happens.
Will do. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Dealing with a misunderstanding at a cafe.
Excuse me, I think there's been a mistake with my order. I asked for a latte, but this is a cappuccino.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Let me take a look. Yes, I see the error. I apologize for the inconvenience.
It's all right. These things happen. Can I get a latte instead, please?
Of course. I'll make one for you right away. Please keep this one on the house as an apology.
That's very kind of you, thank you.
Not a problem at all. I'll bring your latte over in a few minutes.
Great, I appreciate it.
Dealing with a power outage.
The power just went out. Did it happen at your place, too?
Yeah, everything's dark here. I wonder what happened.
I checked the power company's website, and they're reporting a widespread outage in the area.
Great. I was just about to finish cooking dinner. Do you have any candles?
I think so. Somewhere in the cupboard. Let me see if I can find them. How long do you think it'll last?
The website says they're working on it, but they don't have an estimated restoration time yet. Maybe we should order pizza?
That sounds like a plan. I'll grab my phone and order one. At least we can still use that.
Dealing with an overbooked flight.
Excuse me, I'm trying to check in, but the system says my flight is overbooked. What does that mean?
I'm sorry about that, sir. It means we've sold more tickets than seats available. We're offering compensation for volunteers to take a later flight.
Compensation? How much are we talking?
We're currently offering a voucher for $400 and a complimentary hotel stay if you're willing to fly tomorrow morning.
That's tempting. What time would the next flight be?
The next available flight is at 9 a.m. tomorrow. We'll also provide transportation to and from the hotel.
Okay, I'll consider it. Can I get more details about the voucher?
Certainly, let me print out the terms and conditions for you.
Discussing a delayed project.
I'm a bit concerned about the Smith report. It's already a week overdue.
I know. I've been chasing John about it. He says he's had some unexpected setbacks.
Setbacks? Like what? We need that report to move forward with the presentation.
Apparently, he had some issues accessing the necessary data. He should have told us sooner, though.
Agreed. We need to address this communication issue. What's the revised deadline?
He's promised it by the end of the week. I'll keep a close eye on him and provide support if needed.
Okay. Let's schedule a meeting for next Monday to review the report regardless. We can't afford any further delays.
Discussing a potential career change.
I've been thinking a lot lately about my career, and I'm wondering if it's time for a change.
Really? What's been making you feel that way?
I'm just not feeling challenged anymore, and I don't see much room for growth in my current role.
That's understandable. Have you thought about what you'd like to do instead?
I've been looking into project management. It seems like it would be a good fit for my skills and interests.
That sounds interesting. Have you considered taking any courses or getting certified?
Yeah, I've been researching online courses. It's a big decision, though.
It is, but it's important to be happy and fulfilled in your work. Do some research and see what feels right.
Discussing a problem with a rental car.
I'm calling about the rental car I picked up yesterday. There's a problem with the brakes.
I'm sorry to hear that. Could you please provide your rental agreement number?
Sure. It's XY12345. The brakes are making a strange grinding noise, and they feel a bit spongy.
Okay, I understand. That doesn't sound safe. Where are you currently located?
I'm about an hour outside of the city, near the highway exit for Willow Creek.
All right. We can arrange for roadside assistance to come and inspect the car. Alternatively, we can offer a replacement vehicle.
I think a replacement vehicle would be best. I need to get to my destination as soon as possible.
Discussing a surprise party.
Hey, have you heard anything about Sarah's birthday next month?
Not really, just that it's coming up. Why? What's on your mind?
I was thinking we could throw her a surprise party. She's been feeling down lately, and I think it would cheer her up.
That's a great idea. I'm definitely in. Where should we have it?
I was thinking maybe at my place. It's got a decent-sized garden.
Perfect. I can handle the decorations and maybe bake a cake.
Wonderful. We should probably start making a guest list and sending out invitations discreetly.
Good point. Let's meet up next week to finalize the details.
Organizing a group study session.
This upcoming history exam is stressing me out. Are you feeling prepared?
Not really. I'm struggling to remember all the dates and events.
Maybe we should organize a group study session? We could quiz each other and share notes.
That's a great idea. Who else should we invite?
I was thinking maybe Maria and David. They're both pretty good at history.
Sounds good. Where should we meet?
How about the library on Thursday evening? It's usually quiet there.
Perfect. I'll bring some snacks. Let's aim for 6 p.m.
Planning a surprise birthday party.
Okay, so we're definitely doing a surprise party for Mark, right?
Absolutely. He'd love it. Have you figured out where we should have it?
I was thinking maybe renting out that small event space above the Bean coffee shop.
That's a great idea. It's centrally located and has a nice atmosphere. Have you checked the availability?
Not yet, but I plan to call them tomorrow. We'll need to figure out decorations and catering, too.
I can handle the decorations. And maybe we can ask everyone to bring a dish to share?
That's perfect. It'll save us a lot of money. Let's create a group chat to coordinate everything.
Dealing with an unexpected house guest.
Oh, hi. I wasn't expecting you. Is everything all right, Sarah?
Hey! Sorry to drop by unannounced. My apartment's pipes burst and I need a place to crash for a few days. Any chance I could stay here?
Oh, no, that's terrible. Of course you can stay. We have the spare room, though it's a bit messy.
That's incredibly kind of you. I really appreciate it. I'll try to stay out of your way.
Don't worry about that. Make yourself at home. I'll grab some bedding. How long do you think you'll need to stay?
Hopefully only 3 or 4 days while they get the repairs sorted. I'll keep you updated.
Great. Let's get you settled. Did you manage to salvage anything from your place?
Just a suitcase with some essentials. Everything else is probably soaked. Thanks again for your help.
Discussing a local environmental issue.
Have you heard about the plans to build a new shopping center on the wetlands near the river?
Yes, I read about it in the local paper. I'm really concerned about the impact on the wildlife.
Me too. Those wetlands are a vital habitat for many species. It seems like a terrible idea.
There's a petition circulating online to try and stop the development. Have you signed it?
No, I haven't, but I definitely will. We need to do something to protect that area.
I agree. We could also attend the town hall meeting next week to voice our concerns.
That's a good idea. The more people who show up and speak out, the better chance we have of making a difference.
Exactly. Let's encourage our friends and neighbors to get involved too.
Discussing a misunderstanding with a bank.
I'm so frustrated with my bank right now. They've charged me an overdraft fee, but I'm sure I had enough money in my account.
That's annoying. Did you check your online statement to see what happened?
Yes, and it's still not clear. There's a transaction I don't recognize. I think it's a mistake.
You should definitely call them and explain the situation. Be polite but firm.
I tried, but I was on hold for ages. I might go to the branch tomorrow instead.
That's probably a good idea. Face-to-face communication can sometimes resolve issues faster. Make sure to bring all relevant documentation.
Good point. I'll print out my statement and any other proof I can find. Hopefully, they'll understand.
I hope so too. Banks can be difficult sometimes. Good luck.
Discussing a potential roommate conflict.
I'm a bit worried about Liam. He's been really withdrawn lately.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Do you think something's going on between him and Chloe?
It's possible. They haven't been spending much time together, and I heard them arguing the other day.
That's not good. We should probably try to talk to them separately and see what's happening.
I agree. Maybe we can mediate if it's a misunderstanding. We don't want things to get awkward in the apartment.
Exactly. A calm conversation might help them resolve whatever it is. I'll talk to Liam if you want to talk to Chloe.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Hopefully we can nip this in the bud before it escalates.
Discussing a problem with online shopping.
I'm so annoyed with that online store. The dress I ordered arrived damaged.
Oh no, that's awful. Did you take photos of the damage?
Yes, I took several photos. I've already emailed their customer service, but I haven't heard back yet.
Sometimes it takes a while for them to respond. Did you check their website for their return policy?
Yes, it says I can return it for a full refund. But I'm worried they'll try to avoid giving me one.
Don't let them get away with it. Be persistent and keep following up. You have the right to a refund for damaged goods.
You're right. I'll call them tomorrow if I don't hear back. Thanks for the encouragement.
No problem. Just remember to stay calm and polite, but firm. Good luck.
Discussing a recent local festival.
Did you go to the Summerfest in the park last weekend?
Yeah, I went on Saturday. It was pretty crowded, but I had a good time. Did you go?
I went on Sunday. It was a bit less crowded then. I really enjoyed the live music.
The music was great. I especially liked that local band, The Sunsets. Have you heard of them before?
No, I hadn't, but I'll definitely check them out. I was impressed with the food stalls. The tacos were amazing.
Oh, I didn't try the tacos. I had a burger, which was pretty good, but the line was so long.
Yeah, the lines were a bit crazy. Overall, though, I thought it was a well-organized and fun event.
I agree. Hopefully they'll do it again next year. I'll be sure to get those tacos next time.
Expressing concerns about a friend's new relationship.
I'm a bit worried about Lisa and her new boyfriend, Mark. He seems a bit controlling.
Really? I haven't met him yet. What makes you say that?
She stopped going out with us as much, and she always has to check in with him before making plans.
That doesn't sound good. It's important to maintain your own friendships and independence in a relationship.
Exactly. I'm worried she's isolating herself. Should we say something to her?
We should, but we need to be careful not to sound judgmental. Maybe just express our concern for her well-being.
That's a good idea. We could say we've noticed she's been distant, and we miss spending time with her.
Yes, and let her know we're there for her if she ever needs to talk. It's important she knows she has our support.
Giving feedback on a new coffee blend.
Hey, I just tried that new coffee blend from the Daily Grind. What did you think?
Oh, I tried it yesterday. I found it a bit too strong for my liking, actually.
Really? I thought it was quite bold, but not overpowering. I like the earthy notes.
I think I prefer something a little smoother, perhaps with more fruity or floral undertones.
Fair enough. Everyone has different preferences. Did you find it bitter at all?
A little, yes. I had to add a bit more milk than usual to balance it out. What about you?
I didn't notice any bitterness. I drank it black and quite enjoyed it. I might buy a bag.
Well, I'm glad you liked it. I think I'll stick to their regular blend for now.
Handling a misunderstanding over email.
I think there's been a misunderstanding regarding that email I sent earlier.
Oh, really? I thought it was pretty clear. What part was confusing?
Well, I meant to suggest we postpone the meeting, but it seems like you interpreted it as canceling it altogether.
Ah, I see. My apologies, I jumped to conclusions. I've already informed everyone it's canceled.
No worries, it's easily fixed. Could you just send out another email clarifying that it's postponed and we'll reschedule soon?
Absolutely, I'll do that right away. I should have asked for clarification before acting on it.
It happens. It's just important to get it sorted quickly. Thanks for understanding.
No problem at all. I'll send the email now. Let's aim to reschedule for next week.
Seeking advice on a career path.
I'm feeling a bit lost about my career. I'm not sure if I'm on the right path.
I understand. It's normal to feel that way sometimes. What aspects of your current job are you unhappy with?
I feel like I'm not using my skills to their full potential, and there's limited opportunity for growth.
Have you considered exploring other roles within the company or looking at completely different fields?
I've thought about it, but I'm not sure where to start. I'm afraid of making the wrong decision.
Perhaps you could start by identifying your passions and interests. What do you enjoy doing in your free time?
That's a good point. I enjoy creative writing and problem solving. Maybe something in communications or analysis?
Those are great starting points. You could also research different career paths and see what resonates with you.
Comparing different travel styles.
I'm thinking of planning a trip next year, but I'm torn between backpacking and a more luxurious vacation.
Oh, that's a tough decision. There's such different experiences. What appeals to you about each option?
Well, with backpacking, I love the freedom and spontaneity. You can go wherever you want, whenever you want.
I get that. But I also appreciate the comfort and relaxation of a luxury vacation. No worrying about finding accommodation or carrying heavy bags.
That's true. And you get to indulge in nice restaurants and spa treatments, but it can be so expensive.
That's definitely a downside. Backpacking is much more budget-friendly. Have you considered a middle ground, like flashpacking?
Flashpacking? What's that?
It's like backpacking, but with slightly nicer accommodation and maybe a few more organized tours. You still get adventure, but with a bit more comfort.
Discussing the ethical implications of artificial intelligence.
I've been reading about the ethical implications of AI. It's a bit scary, to be honest.
I agree. While AI has the potential to solve so many problems, there are also significant risks.
Like job displacement, for example. If AI can automate so many tasks, what will people do?
That's a major concern. And then there's the issue of bias. AI algorithms are trained on data, and if that data is biased, the AI will be too.
Exactly. And what about autonomous weapons? Who is responsible when they make a mistake?
It's a complex issue with no easy answers. We need to have a serious conversation about regulations and ethical guidelines.
I agree. It's important to ensure that AI is used for good and not to exacerbate existing inequalities.
Discussing the impact of social media on society.
What are your thoughts on social media? I've been reading a lot about its impact on society lately.
It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? On the one hand, it's amazing for connecting with people and staying informed.
True, but I also worry about the spread of misinformation and the pressure to present a perfect image.
Absolutely. The curated content can be really damaging to self-esteem, and the echo chambers can reinforce existing biases.
Exactly. It's hard to have a nuanced discussion when everyone is just shouting their opinions.
And the constant notifications are so distracting, it's hard to focus on anything else.
I agree. I think we need to be more mindful of how we use social media and encourage more critical thinking.
Definitely. It's up to us to create a healthier online environment.
Discussing the pros and cons of remote work.
So what are your thoughts on working remotely? Our company is considering making it permanent.
I have mixed feelings, to be honest. On the one hand, the flexibility is amazing. I save so much time on commuting.
Exactly. And I find I'm more productive without the constant office distractions.
True, but I do miss the social interaction. It's harder to build relationships with colleagues when you're just emailing.
That's a valid point. And sometimes, it's difficult to separate work from personal life when your office is also your home.
Definitely, it requires a lot of discipline to maintain a healthy work-life balance. What do you think the company should do?
Maybe a hybrid model? A few days in the office and a few days at home could be the best of both worlds.
I agree, that sounds like a good compromise.
Expressing concerns about a friend's spending habits.
Hey, I've noticed you've been buying a lot of new things lately. Are you doing all right financially?
Yeah, why do you ask? I'm fine. I just like to treat myself sometimes.
I understand that, but I'm just a little worried. You mentioned wanting to save for a down payment on a house, and it seems like you're spending a lot.
I know. It's just hard to resist sometimes. Retail therapy, you know?
I get it, but maybe it's worth taking a look at your budget and seeing where you can cut back. There are some great apps that can help.
Maybe you're right. I haven't really been keeping track. It's just easier to swipe my card.
Well, I'm here if you want to talk about it or need any help with budgeting. Just looking out for you.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I'll definitely think about it.
Expressing disappointment with a friend's behavior.
Hey, can we talk about something? I've been meaning to say something for a while, but I wasn't sure how to approach it.
Sure. What's up? Is everything all right?
Well, I was a bit disappointed that you didn't come to my birthday party last week. I know things come up, but you didn't even let me know you couldn't make it.
Oh, I am so sorry. I completely forgot to RSVP, and then I got caught up with work. That was incredibly rude of me.
It just felt a bit inconsiderate, you know? It would have been nice to have a heads up.
I understand completely. I feel terrible. I promise to make it up to you. How about dinner next week?
I appreciate that. Dinner sounds good.
Negotiating shared household chores.
Hey, I was thinking we should revisit how we divide the household chores. Lately, I feel like I've been doing most of the cleaning.
Oh, really? I hadn't noticed. I thought we were pretty even. What specifically are you finding difficult?
Well, the dishes, for example, seem to always be my responsibility. And I'm usually the one taking out the trash.
Okay, I see your point. How about I take over the trash duties completely, and maybe we can alternate dishwashing days?
That sounds much fairer. Perhaps we could also create a rotating schedule for general cleaning, like vacuuming and dusting.
I'm definitely on board with that. Let's draw up a schedule this evening. I appreciate you bringing this up.
Great. I'm glad we could talk about it constructively.
Seeking advice on learning a new language.
I'm thinking of learning Spanish. You speak it fluently, right? Do you have any advice for a beginner?
Yes, I do. The best advice I can give is to immerse yourself as much as possible. Don't be afraid to make mistakes.
That's good to know. I'm always worried about sounding silly.
Everyone does. But the more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become. Try watching Spanish language films or listening to music.
That's a great idea. I've been using Duolingo, but I feel like I need something more engaging.
Duolingo is a good start, but try finding a language partner or joining a conversation group. Speaking with native speakers is invaluable.
Okay, I'll look into that. Thanks for the tips.
Seeking clarification on a project deadline.
Hi, I just wanted to double-check the deadline for the marketing report. I'm a bit confused by the email.
Hey, no problem. Let me clarify. The initial email stated the 15th, but it's been extended.
Okay, that's what I thought. So what's the new deadline?
It's now the 22nd, giving you an extra week to finalize everything.
Great, that's a relief. I was feeling a bit rushed. Is there any change to the requirements?
No, the requirements are still the same. Just the deadline has been pushed back.
Perfect. Thanks for clearing that up.
Sharing experiences with different commuting methods.
How do you usually get to work? I'm trying to find a better way to commute.
I usually cycle. It's good exercise and avoids the traffic. But it's not ideal in bad weather.
That's true. I currently drive, but the traffic is awful and parking is expensive.
Have you considered public transport? The bus or train might be a good option.
I have, but the bus is often delayed and the train is quite crowded during rush hour.
Yeah, that's a common problem. Maybe a combination of cycling and public transport could work. Cycle to the train station, for example.
It's an interesting idea. I'll have to look into that. Thanks.
Apologizing for being late to a meeting.
I'm so sorry I'm late. The traffic was absolutely horrendous.
No worries, it happens. We only just started, so you haven't missed too much.
I feel terrible. I should have left earlier. I really appreciate you understanding.
Don't beat yourself up about it. We all have those days. Did something specific happen?
There was a major accident on the highway, which caused a huge backlog. I was stuck for almost an hour.
Oh, that's awful. Well, I'm glad you're here now. Let's get started, shall we?
Yes, let's. Thanks again for being so understanding.
Of course. Just try to relax and catch up.
Asking a colleague about their weekend.
Morning, Sarah. How was your weekend?
Morning, Mark. It was pretty good, thanks. I finally got around to visiting that new art gallery downtown. Have you heard of it?
Oh, the Modern Muse? I've been meaning to go. What did you think?
It was really interesting. Some of the exhibits were a bit abstract for my taste, but overall, I enjoyed it. I especially liked the photography section.
Sounds like my kind of thing. I might check it out next weekend. Anything else exciting happen?
Not really, just some relaxing at home and catching up on some reading. How about you?
Pretty low-key. I went for a hike in the hills on Saturday. It was great to get some fresh air.
That sounds lovely. Right, back to the grind then.
Confirming details for a doctor's appointment.
Hi, I'm calling to confirm my appointment with Dr. Lee on Thursday.
Certainly. Can I get your name and date of birth, please?
It's John Smith. Date of birth is the 12th of May, 1988.
Okay, Mr. Smith. I have you scheduled for Thursday at 10 a.m. Is that still correct?
Yes, that's perfect. Will I need to bring anything with me?
Please bring your insurance card and a form of photo identification. Also, if you're taking any medication, please bring a list of the names and dosages.
All right, I'll make sure to have those ready. Thank you.
You're welcome. We look forward to seeing you on Thursday. Have a good day.
Discussing a potential conflict with a neighbor.
Hey, I wanted to ask your opinion on something. It's about my neighbor, Mr. Henderson.
Oh, what's up? I haven't met him, but I see him tending his garden sometimes.
Well, he's been burning leaves in his backyard, and the smoke is really bothering my allergies. It's coming right into my house.
That's not ideal. Have you considered talking to him about it directly?
I'm hesitant. I don't want to cause any bad blood, but it's genuinely affecting my health.
I understand. Maybe you could approach it politely, explain the situation, and see if he's willing to burn them at a different time or perhaps compost them instead.
That's a good idea. I'll try that. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Hopefully you can resolve it amicably.
Discussing a recent home repair.
Hey, how did that plumber visit go last week? Did they manage to fix the leaky faucet?
Hi. It was a bit of a saga, actually. They fixed the faucet, but then discovered the pipes were corroded, so they recommended replacing them.
Oh dear, that sounds expensive. Did you get a quote?
I did. It wasn't cheap, but they said it was urgent to prevent further damage. So I bit the bullet and had them do it.
Goodness. Was it a huge disruption?
They had to turn off the water for a few hours, which was inconvenient, but overall they were pretty efficient. At least I shouldn't have to worry about leaky pipes for a while now.
That's a relief. It's always better to be safe than sorry with plumbing issues.
Exactly. My wallet's a bit lighter, but I'm much happier now.
Discussing a shared responsibility at work.
Hey, have you started working on the marketing proposal for the Johnson account yet?
Hi, not yet. I was planning to start on it tomorrow. What part are you working on?
I was thinking of focusing on the market analysis and the competitive landscape. Perhaps you could handle the proposed strategies and budget?
That sounds good. I'm comfortable with that. When do you think you'll have your part done?
I should be finished by Wednesday afternoon. That gives us both time to review it before the deadline on Friday.
Perfect. I'll aim to have my section completed by Thursday evening then. We can then meet on Friday morning to finalize it.
Sounds like a plan. Let's keep each other updated on our progress.
Definitely. Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Discussing the difficulty of finding accommodation.
Finding a place to rent in this city is proving to be more difficult than I anticipated.
Tell me about it. The competition is fierce and the prices are outrageous. I've been looking for weeks.
I know, right? I went to see a flat yesterday, and there were at least 20 other people there. It felt like an auction.
That's insane. Have you tried widening your search area, even if it means a slightly longer commute?
I have, but even the suburbs are getting expensive. It's almost impossible to find something decent within my budget.
Perhaps we should consider looking for a place together. At least we could split the rent.
That's not a bad idea. We could discuss our requirements and see if we can find something that suits us both.
Exactly. Let's grab a coffee later and brainstorm.
Discussing the importance of taking breaks at work.
I'm feeling completely burnt out. I've been staring at this screen for hours without a break.
I know the feeling. You really should take a break. It's not productive to work continuously like that.
I know, but I have so much to do. I feel like I can't afford to step away.
Trust me, you can. Even a short 5-minute break can make a huge difference. Get up, stretch, grab a coffee, something to clear your head.
You're probably right. I just get so focused on the task at hand that I forget to take care of myself.
It's easy to do, but it's important to prioritize your well-being. You'll be more efficient and less stressed in the long run.
Okay, I'll take your advice. I'm going to go for a quick walk around the block.
Good for you. You'll feel much better when you get back.
Giving feedback on a friend's new hairstyle.
Wow, Sarah, your hair looks amazing. Is that a new style?
Thanks, Emily. I just got it cut yesterday. I was feeling like I needed a change.
It really suits you. The layers add so much volume, and the color is gorgeous. It really brightens your face.
I'm glad you like it. I was a little nervous about going so short, but I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Short hair looks fantastic on you. Did you go to your usual stylist?
Yes, I did. I showed her a picture of what I wanted, and she did a great job. She's really talented.
You should definitely keep going to her. It's the best haircut I've seen on you in ages.
That's so kind of you to say. Thanks again.
Requesting an extension on a library book.
Good morning. I'd like to renew this book, if possible. It's due today.
Let me see. Tax Scans book. Ah, yes. It looks like there's a hold on it from another patron, so I can't renew it for you.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm not quite finished. Is there any chance I could have a few extra days? I'm really close to the end.
Unfortunately, I can't extend it with a hold. The other person is waiting. You could try returning it and immediately placing a hold on it yourself, but you'd be behind them in the queue.
I understand. That's probably not worth it. When would I need to return it by today?
By closing time, which is 8 p.m. tonight.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I'll make sure to bring it back then.
No problem. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Apologizing for being late to a meeting.
I am so incredibly sorry for being late. There was a massive traffic jam on the highway.
It's all right, eh? We just started. But next time, please try to leave earlier, just in case.
I usually do, but today was exceptionally bad. I should have checked the traffic reports beforehand.
We understand that things happen. Did you at least have a chance to review the agenda?
Yes, I did. I was able to go through it quickly while stuck in traffic.
Good. Then let's get started. We're discussing the budget for the new marketing campaign.
Okay, great. Again, I apologize for the delay. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Asking about a coworker's absence.
Has anyone heard from Mark? He wasn't in the meeting this morning.
No, I haven't. He didn't mention anything to me yesterday about taking time off.
That's strange. He's usually very reliable. I hope everything's all right.
Maybe he's just not feeling well. Perhaps we should give him a call to check on him.
Good idea. I'll try calling him now. Hopefully it's nothing serious.
Let me know what he says. We're relying on his input for this project.
Will do. I'll update you as soon as I hear back from him.
Dealing with a misunderstanding about meeting time.
Hey, I'm so sorry I'm late. I thought the meeting was at 3:30.
Oh, no worries. But it was scheduled for 3 o'clock. I sent out a reminder email yesterday.
I must have completely missed that. My apologies. I had something else scheduled that finished up around 3:15.
It's all right. We haven't started yet. We were just catching up anyway.
Great. Well, I'm here now. What's on the agenda?
We're going to discuss the Q3 marketing strategy and budget allocation.
Okay, sounds good. Let's get started then.
Discussing a change in company policy.
Did you see the memo about the new company policy on flexible work hours?
Yeah, I read it. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It seems a bit restrictive.
I agree. I liked the previous system where we had more autonomy over our schedules.
I understand they're trying to improve communication and collaboration, but I think this might backfire.
It feels like they don't trust us to manage our time effectively. It's a bit demoralizing.
Maybe we should voice our concerns to management. If enough of us speak up, they might reconsider.
I'm willing to do that. Let's draft a letter outlining our concerns and see if we can get some other colleagues to sign it.
Sounds like a plan. The more voices, the better.
Discussing a change in work schedule.
Have you heard about the new work schedule changes?
Yeah, I saw the email. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet.
I'm a bit concerned. The earlier start time will definitely affect my morning routine.
I'm worried about the longer shifts. I'm not sure I can maintain my productivity for that long.
I guess we'll have to give it a try and see how it goes. Maybe we can adapt.
True. Hopefully they'll be open to feedback if it doesn't work out for everyone.
Let's hope so. I'm willing to try, but I need to be able to adjust if necessary.
Agreed. It's all about open communication, I suppose.
Discussing a potential roommate conflict.
I'm a bit worried about Sarah. She's been really stressed lately.
Yeah, I've noticed she's been spending a lot of time on the phone, and she seems agitated.
I think it might be because of her boyfriend. They've been arguing a lot.
That's not good. It's starting to affect the atmosphere in the apartment.
I know, I was thinking we should talk to her about it, but I don't want to make things worse.
Maybe we could just gently ask her if she's okay and if there's anything we can do to help.
That's a good idea. A non-confrontational approach is probably best. We don't want to pry, but we also want her to know we're here for her.
Exactly. Let's try that tonight after dinner.
Discussing the difficulty of finding accommodation.
I'm having such a hard time finding an apartment. It's incredibly competitive.
I know. It's a nightmare, especially in this city. The demand is so high.
I've applied for so many places, and I haven't heard back from any of them.
Have you tried looking outside the city center? It might be a bit cheaper and less crowded.
I have, but the commute would be too long. I really need to be within a reasonable distance of my work.
Have you considered sharing with someone? That could significantly reduce the cost.
I'm open to it, but finding the right roommate is another challenge in itself.
True. It's definitely a tough situation. Don't give up, though. Keep checking online listings and maybe try contacting a real estate agent.
Discussing the importance of taking breaks at work.
I've been feeling so burnt out lately. I think I need to start taking more breaks at work.
I completely agree. It's so important to step away from your desk and recharge. You can't run on empty.
I know, but I always feel like I have so much to do that I can't afford to take time off.
That's exactly why you need to. Taking short breaks can actually improve your productivity in the long run.
Really? How so?
It helps you clear your head, reduce stress, and refocus your attention. Even just a 5-minute walk can make a big difference.
Okay, I'll try to make a conscious effort to do that. Maybe I'll set a timer to remind myself.
That's a great idea. We could even take a short coffee break together.
Expressing frustration with a slow internet connection.
This internet is driving me crazy. I can barely load a simple web page.
Tell me about it. I've been trying to download a file for the past hour.
I'm on a video call with a client, and it keeps cutting out. It's so unprofessional.
Have you tried restarting the router? That sometimes helps.
Yeah, I've tried everything. Restarting the router, my computer, nothing seems to work.
Maybe we should call the internet provider and complain. This is ridiculous.
Good idea. I'll do that after this call, if it ever reconnects properly.
Giving feedback on a friend's new hairstyle.
Hey, I love your hair. It's so different.
Thanks. I wasn't sure about it at first, but I'm starting to like it.
The shorter length really suits you. It makes your face look brighter.
That's good to hear. I was worried it would make me look older.
No way. It looks very modern and stylish. Did you get it done at that new salon downtown?
Actually, I tried a different place this time. It's called Hair Today, Gone Tomorrow. A bit of a silly name, but they did a great job.
Might have to check them out. I've been thinking about changing my hairstyle too.
Definitely. Ask for Emily. She's fantastic.
Clarifying expectations for a group project.
Hey, just wanted to touch base about our group presentation. Are we all clear on what we're supposed to cover?
I think so. I'm focusing on the historical context, but I'm a little unsure about the depth we need to go into.
Good point. I think we should aim for a concise overview, focusing on the key events that led to the current situation. What do you think?
That sounds reasonable. And what about the visual aids? Are we all contributing to that?
Yes, I thought we could each create a few slides related to our specific sections. Then we can combine them into one presentation.
Okay, that works. And when are we planning to rehearse? It would be good to run through it at least once before the actual presentation.
Definitely. How about Wednesday evening? We could meet at my place around 7 p.m.
Wednesday at 7 sounds perfect. Let's confirm with the others, and we'll be good to go.
Dealing with a faulty coffee maker.
Hi, I'm calling about a coffee maker I purchased from your store last week. It's not working properly.
I'm sorry to hear that. Could you please provide me with the model number and your order number?
Sure. The model number is CM2000, and my order number is 12,345.
Thank you. And what exactly is the problem you're experiencing?
It's not heating up the water properly. The coffee comes out lukewarm, and it takes ages to brew.
Okay. It sounds like there might be a fault with the heating element. Do you still have the original packaging and receipt?
Yes, I do. What are my options?
We can offer you a full refund or an exchange for a new coffee maker of the same model, whichever you prefer.
Dealing with a package mix-up.
Hi there. I think I received your package by mistake. It's addressed to a Sarah Miller at number 12, which is my address, but the contents don't belong to me.
Oh, goodness. That must be mine. I'm so sorry for the trouble. I live at number 21, so it's completely the wrong street.
No problem at all. I'm happy to return it. Are you free to pick it up this evening? Perhaps around 6 p.m.?
That would be absolutely perfect. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Is there anything I can bring as a thank you?
No need at all. Just happy to get it to the right person. See you then.
Great. See you at 6. I'll look for number 12.
Perfect.
Discussing a local business closure.
Did you hear that the corner bookstore is closing down? I'm so sad to see it go.
No way! Really? That's terrible news. I used to love browsing their shelves on a Saturday afternoon.
I know, right? Apparently they just couldn't compete with online retailers anymore. It's a real shame.
It's such a loss for the community. It was more than just a bookstore. It was a gathering place.
Exactly. They always had interesting events and author signings. It's going to leave a big hole in the neighborhood.
Perhaps we should try to support other local businesses more actively. It's so important to keep them afloat.
I agree completely. I'm going to make a conscious effort to shop locally whenever possible from now on.
Me too. It's a small price to pay to maintain the character of our community.
Discussing a potential career setback.
I'm feeling a bit down. I didn't get the promotion I was hoping for at work.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That must be really disappointing. Did they give you any feedback?
Yeah, they said I need to improve my leadership skills and take more initiative. It's hard to hear, even though I know it's true.
Well, at least you have some concrete areas to focus on. Maybe you could ask for some mentoring or training opportunities.
That's a good idea. I was thinking of asking my manager for a development plan. It's just hard to stay motivated right now.
I understand. It's okay to feel discouraged for a bit, but don't let it get you down for too long. You're talented and capable.
Thanks, I appreciate that. I'll try to see it as an opportunity to learn and grow, even if it's not the path I expected.
Discussing a recent home purchase.
So I heard you finally bought that house. Congratulations. How's it going?
Thanks. It's been quite a whirlwind. Moving is definitely more stressful than I anticipated, but I'm slowly settling in.
I can imagine. Are you doing any renovations or anything? Or just moving in as is?
We're planning to repaint the living room and maybe update the kitchen cabinets eventually, but for now, we're just focusing on unpacking and making it feel like home.
That sounds sensible. It's easy to get carried away with renovations. Are you enjoying the neighborhood?
Yes, it's lovely. Everyone's been so welcoming. And there's a great park just down the street.
That's fantastic. I'm so happy for you. We should definitely celebrate properly soon.
I'd love that. Once I'm a bit more settled, let's plan something.
Discussing a recent political event.
Did you happen to follow the debate last night? I thought it was quite heated.
Heated is an understatement. I think both candidates struggled to articulate their positions clearly, to be honest.
I agree. I was hoping for more concrete proposals, but it felt more like personal attacks than anything else.
Exactly. And the moderator didn't seem to be able to control the situation very well. It was difficult to follow the actual issues.
It makes you wonder how much of what we see is genuine, and how much is carefully crafted for public perception.
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's hard to know who to trust these days.
Absolutely. It's important to do your own research and not just rely on what you hear from the media.
Definitely. Critical thinking is key, especially in today's political climate.
Discussing the impact of a new local ordinance.
Have you heard about the new ordinance regarding noise levels after 10 p.m.? I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Yes, I saw that. On the one hand, I understand the need to reduce noise pollution, especially for residents living in apartments.
I agree, but I also worry about its impact on local businesses, like restaurants with outdoor seating. It could really hurt their revenue.
That's a valid concern. Perhaps they could apply for permits for special events or something. There needs to be a balance.
Exactly. And what about people who like to have friends over for dinner? Are we supposed to whisper after 10 p.m.?
I think it's more about excessive noise, like loud music or shouting. It's not meant to prevent people from having normal conversations.
Hopefully, it will be enforced reasonably. It's important to respect our neighbors, but also to maintain a vibrant community.
Definitely. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out in practice. Maybe there will be some adjustments needed along the way.
Ordering a custom cake.
Hi, I'd like to order a custom cake for my daughter's birthday. It's next Saturday, the 15th.
Certainly. What kind of cake were you thinking of? And how many people will it need to serve?
She's turning 10, and she loves unicorns. I was hoping for something with a unicorn theme, maybe serving around 15 people.
A unicorn cake, lovely. We can definitely do that. Do you have any preferences for the flavor of the cake or the frosting?
Vanilla cake with a light buttercream frosting would be perfect, and maybe some edible glitter?
Excellent choice. And yes, edible glitter is no problem. I'll just need your contact information and any specific design requests you might have.
Great. My number is 5551234. As for the design, I was thinking of a rainbow mane and a golden horn. Does that sound feasible?
Absolutely feasible. That sounds beautiful. We'll have it ready for pickup next Saturday. We'll send a confirmation email shortly.
Seeking advice on choosing a new streaming service.
Hey, I'm thinking of subscribing to a new streaming service, but I'm overwhelmed by all the options. Any recommendations?
Definitely. It depends on what you're looking for. Are you more into movies, TV series, documentaries, or something else?
Mostly TV series, especially those with good storylines and character development. I also enjoy the occasional documentary.
In that case, I'd recommend Streamverse. They have a great selection of original TV series that are critically acclaimed, and their documentary section is pretty decent too.
Okay, I'll check that out. What about the price? Are they all pretty similar?
Streamverse is slightly more expensive than some of the others, but I think the quality justifies the price. Plus, they offer a free trial so you can see if you like it before committing.
That's good to know. Thanks for the advice. I'll definitely give Streamverse a try.
Choosing a new internet provider.
I'm thinking of switching internet providers. My current one is just too slow, especially in the evenings.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I switched a few months ago. What are you looking for in a new provider?
Reliability is the main thing. And decent speed. I don't need the fastest, but enough for streaming and video calls.
Have you looked at Connect Now? They're a bit more expensive, but I've found their service to be very consistent.
I've seen their ads. What about their customer service? That's important too.
Actually, their customer service is pretty good. I had a minor issue once, and they resolved it quickly.
Okay, that's good to know. I'll definitely check them out. Thanks for the recommendation.
No problem. Good luck finding a better deal.
Dealing with a misunderstanding at a local market.
Excuse me, I think I was overcharged for these tomatoes. The sign said £2 a kilo, but I was charged £2 and 50 pence.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Let me check. You're right. There was a price change this morning, and I forgot to update the sign. My apologies.
No problem. Things happen. So how do we fix this?
I can refund you the difference, 50 pence. Here you go.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Again, I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. Anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all. Thanks again for sorting it out so quickly.
You're welcome. Have a lovely day.
Discussing a faulty washing machine.
I'm having trouble with my washing machine. It keeps stopping mid-cycle and displaying an error code.
Oh dear, that sounds frustrating. How old is it?
It's only about 2 years old, so it's still under warranty. I've tried troubleshooting it myself, but nothing seems to work.
Definitely contact the manufacturer then. They should send someone to take a look at it.
I've been putting it off because I dread dealing with customer service, but I guess I have no choice.
I understand. Just be persistent and make sure you have all the purchase information handy. It should be covered.
Okay, I will. Thanks for the encouragement. Hopefully they'll sort it out quickly.
Discussing a new restaurant opening.
Have you heard about that new Italian restaurant that opened on Main Street?
Oh, Bella Italia. I've seen it, but I haven't had a chance to try it yet. Is it any good?
I went there last night, and it was fantastic. The pasta was freshly made, and the sauce was delicious.
That sounds tempting. What about the prices? Is it expensive?
It's not cheap, but it's definitely worth it for the quality of the food. The portions are quite generous, too.
I might have to check it out this weekend then. Do they take reservations?
Yes, they do. I'd recommend booking in advance, especially on a weekend. It was quite busy when I went.
Great. Thanks for the tip. I'll give them a call.
Discussing a potential house-sitting arrangement.
We're going on vacation next month, and we were wondering if you'd be interested in house-sitting for us.
Oh, that's very kind of you to ask. I'd love to consider it. What would it involve?
Mainly just keeping an eye on the house, watering the plants, and collecting the mail. We also have a cat, so you'd need to feed her.
That sounds manageable. How long will you be gone for?
We'll be away for 2 weeks. We're happy to pay you for your time, of course.
That's very generous. Let me check my schedule and get back to you by the end of the week. I think it should work.
Great. We really appreciate it. It would give us peace of mind knowing the house is in good hands.
Discussing a recent traffic incident.
You won't believe what happened to me this morning on my way to work. I was almost hit by a cyclist.
Oh no, are you okay? What happened?
I was at a roundabout, and this cyclist just zoomed out without looking. I had to slam on my brakes to avoid hitting him.
That's so dangerous. Some cyclists are really reckless. Did you get his license plate or anything?
No, it all happened so fast, I was just relieved that I didn't hit him. It really shook me up, though.
I can imagine. You should probably report it to the police, even if you don't have much information. It might help prevent future incidents.
You're right, I probably should. I'll do that later today. Thanks for the advice.
Handling a mistake on a bank statement.
I've just checked my bank statement, and there's a transaction I don't recognize. It's for £150 to a company I've never heard of.
That's definitely concerning. Have you checked if it might be a recurring payment you've forgotten about?
I've checked all my subscriptions, and it's not any of those. I'm sure it's a mistake.
The best thing to do is contact your bank immediately and report the unauthorized transaction.
I was hoping to avoid that, but I guess I have no choice. Do you know what information they'll need?
They'll likely ask for your account details, the date of the transaction, and the name of the company. Be prepared to explain why you believe it's fraudulent.
Okay, I'll gather all that information. Thanks for the advice. Hopefully they'll be able to sort it out quickly.
They should do. Banks usually have procedures in place for dealing with these kinds of issues.
Making a complaint at a clothing store.
Excuse me, I bought this shirt here last week, and after washing it once, the color has completely faded.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you have the receipt with you?
Yes, here it is. I followed the washing instructions on the label, so I'm not sure what happened.
Let me take a look at the shirt. Yes, I see what you mean. That's definitely not acceptable.
I'd like a refund, please. I don't think I want to risk buying another one if the quality is this poor.
Certainly. I can offer you a full refund or an exchange for another item of equal value.
Refund would be great, thank you.
Okay, one moment while I process that for you.
Seeking advice on car maintenance.
Hey, I was wondering if you could give me some advice about my car. It's been making a strange noise lately.
Sure. What kind of noise? Is it a squealing, a grinding, or something else?
It's more of a rattling sound, and it seems to be coming from the engine area.
That could be a few things. When was the last time you had it serviced?
It's been a while, probably about a year. I know I should get it done more regularly.
Yeah, you really should. Rattling could be anything from a loose heat shield to something more serious. I'd get it checked out by a mechanic as soon as possible.
Okay, I will. Do you have any recommendations for a reliable mechanic in the area?
I've always had good experiences with Auto Care. They're honest and do a good job.
Seeking clarification on a gym membership.
Excuse me, I'm trying to understand the terms of my gym membership. I signed up for a 6-month contract, but I might be moving soon.
Okay, I can help you with that. Are you looking to cancel your membership early?
Potentially, yes. I'm not sure yet, but if I do move, I won't be able to use the gym anymore.
I understand. Typically, there's an early termination fee associated with breaking the contract. However, there are exceptions.
Like what kind of exceptions?
If you can provide proof of your new address being a certain distance away from our gym, we can waive the fee.
That's good to know. I'll keep that in mind. What kind of proof would I need?
A copy of your lease agreement or a utility bill with your new address would suffice.
Choosing a charity to support.
I'm thinking about donating to a charity this year, but I'm not sure which one to choose.
That's great. There are so many worthy causes. What are you passionate about?
I'm particularly interested in supporting organizations that help children in need.
Have you considered UNICEF or Save the Children? They both have excellent reputations.
I've heard of them, but I'd like to find a charity that focuses on local initiatives as well.
Perhaps you could research some local food banks or after-school programs in your area.
That's a good idea. I'll do some research and see what I can find. Thanks for the suggestions.
Dealing with a lost item. Phone.
Oh no, I think I've lost my phone. I can't find it anywhere.
That's awful. When was the last time you remember having it?
I'm pretty sure I had it when we were in the cafe, but I haven't seen it since.
Okay, Let's retrace our steps. Maybe you left it on the table?
Good idea. I'll go back and check. Could you call my number in case someone found it?
Sure thing. I'll call it right now. Fingers crossed.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate your help.
Dealing with an incorrect restaurant bill.
Excuse me. I think there might be a mistake on our bill. We were only charged for 2 desserts, but we actually had 3.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Let me take a look. Which dessert was missing?
It was the chocolate lava cake. It was delicious, by the way.
Thank you. I'll adjust the bill right away. 1 moment, please.
No problem at all. We just wanted to make sure everything was accurate.
Okay, here's the corrected bill. I've also taken a small percentage off as an apology for the error.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you so much.
Discussing a change in work schedule.
Hey, have you seen the email about the proposed changes to the work schedule next month?
Yeah, I just glanced at it. It looks like they're shifting everyone's hours by an hour later. What do you think?
Honestly, I'm not thrilled. It'll make it much harder for me to pick up my kids from school.
I can see that. It might actually work better for me, as I'm more productive later in the day.
That's lucky for you. I wonder if there's any room for negotiation on this.
Perhaps we could talk to our manager together and explain our individual concerns.
That's a good idea. Strength in numbers, right?
Exactly. Let's schedule a meeting with her tomorrow.
Discussing a disagreement with a landlord.
I'm really frustrated with my landlord. He keeps ignoring my requests to fix the leaky faucet.
That's not acceptable. Have you documented all your attempts to contact him?
Yes, I've sent multiple emails and left voicemails. He just doesn't seem to care.
You should check your lease agreement. It probably outlines his responsibilities for repairs.
I did, and it clearly states he's responsible. I'm considering sending him a formal written notice.
That's a good idea. That way, you have proof that you informed him properly.
Exactly. If that doesn't work, I might have to consider legal action.
Discussing a new hobby, pottery.
I've recently taken up pottery. It's surprisingly therapeutic.
Pottery? That sounds interesting. Is it difficult to learn?
It's challenging at first. Getting the clay centered on the wheel is tricky, but it's very rewarding once you get the hang of it.
I can imagine. Do you have a studio at home, or do you go to a class?
I'm taking a class at the local community center. It's a great way to meet new people and learn from an experienced instructor.
That sounds like fun. Maybe I'll look into it. I've been wanting to try something creative.
You definitely should. It's a great way to de-stress and create something unique.
Discussing a recent movie experience.
Have you seen the new sci-fi film, Nexus? I went last night.
No, I haven't. I've heard mixed reviews. What did you think?
I thought it was visually stunning, but the plot was a bit convoluted, to be honest.
That's disappointing. I was hoping for something with a strong storyline.
The acting was solid, and the special effects were incredible, but I left feeling a little confused.
Maybe I'll wait until it's available to stream. I'm not sure it's worth the cinema ticket price.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. It's definitely a film you need to pay close attention to.
Expressing frustration with a crowded train.
This train is absolutely packed. I can barely breathe.
Tell me about it. I swear, it gets worse every day. I can't believe they haven't added more carriages.
I know, it's ridiculous. It makes my commute so stressful.
I'm starting to consider alternative routes, even if it means a longer journey.
I've thought about that too, but everything seems to be equally overcrowded during rush hour.
Maybe we should write a complaint to the transport authority. It might not do much, but it's worth a try.
I'm in. The more voices they hear, the better.
Making a complaint about a damaged product.
I'm calling to complain about a product I recently purchased from your website.
I'm sorry to hear that. Could you please provide me with your order number and a description of the issue?
Sure. The order number is number 12,345. I ordered a ceramic vase, and it arrived with a large crack in it.
I apologize for the inconvenience. Do you have any photos of the damage?
Yes, I took several photos when I unpacked it. I can email them to you.
That would be great. Please send them to support@example.com. We'll assess the damage and offer a replacement or a refund.
Okay, I'll send them right away. Thank you for your help.
Seeking advice on choosing a new coffee machine.
I'm looking to buy a new coffee machine, but I'm overwhelmed by all the options. Any recommendations?
Well, it depends on what you're looking for. Do you prefer espresso, drip coffee, or something else?
I mostly drink drip coffee, but I'd like something that's easy to use and clean.
In that case, I'd recommend looking at a programmable drip coffee maker with a built-in grinder. It's super convenient.
That sounds great. Are there any specific brands you'd suggest?
I've had good experiences with Breville and Cuisinart. They tend to be reliable and produce good coffee.
Okay, I'll check those out. Thanks for the advice.
Choosing a gift for a friend.
My friend's birthday is coming up, and I have no idea what to get her.
What are her interests? That's always a good place to start.
She loves reading, hiking, and trying new restaurants.
Okay, so you could get her a gift certificate to a bookstore, some new hiking gear, or a gift card to a popular restaurant.
Those are all good ideas, but I was hoping to get her something a bit more personal.
How about a personalized book with her name on the cover, or a custom-made map of her favorite hiking trail?
That's brilliant. I love the idea of the custom-made map. Where could I get something like that?
You could try searching online for local artists or shops that specialize in personalized gifts. I'm sure you'll find something perfect.
Dealing with a delayed delivery.
I'm so frustrated. My package was supposed to arrive yesterday, but it's still not here.
Oh no, that's annoying. Have you checked the tracking information online?
Yes, and it just says delayed with no further explanation. I've tried calling the delivery company, but I'm on hold forever.
That's typical. Sometimes emailing them gets a faster response. Have you tried that?
Not yet, but I will now. It's a bit worrying because it's quite an expensive item.
I understand. Make sure you keep all your order confirmations and any communication you have with them, just in case.
Good point. I'll gather everything now. Thanks for the advice.
Fingers crossed. It arrives soon. Let me know if they give you any updates.
Dealing with a lost item.
I think I've lost my keys. I can't find them anywhere.
Oh no, that's awful. When was the last time you remember having them?
I think I had them when I went to the supermarket this morning. I must have dropped them somewhere.
Okay. Have you checked your pockets, bag, and car thoroughly?
Yes, I've checked everywhere. I'm starting to panic a little.
Maybe call the supermarket and see if anyone has handed them in. It's worth a try.
That's a good idea. I'll call them right now. Thanks.
Good luck. I hope you find them soon. If not, maybe consider changing your locks, just to be safe.
Discussing a local event.
Did you hear about the street food festival happening in the park next weekend?
No, I didn't. That sounds interesting. What kind of food will they have?
Apparently, there'll be vendors from all over the city, with everything from tacos to Thai food.
Wow, that sounds amazing. I'm definitely interested in going. Are you planning on checking it out?
Yeah, I was thinking of going on Saturday afternoon. Maybe we could go together?
That sounds perfect. I'm free on Saturday. What time are you thinking?
How about around 1 p.m.? We can meet at the park entrance.
Great, I'll see you there. I'm looking forward to trying some new foods.
Discussing a recent purchase.
I just bought a new coffee machine, and I'm so excited to try it out.
Oh really? What kind did you get? I've been thinking about upgrading mine.
I got one with a built-in grinder. It's supposed to make the coffee taste much fresher.
That sounds amazing. Is it complicated to use, or is it pretty straightforward?
It seems pretty intuitive so far. The instructions are clear, at least. I'll let you know how the first cup turns out.
Please do. I'm particularly interested in how easy it is to clean. That's always my biggest concern.
I'll definitely keep that in mind when I'm cleaning it. I'll give you a full report tomorrow.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Enjoy your new coffee machine.
Discussing a workplace issue.
I'm having a bit of a problem with a colleague at work. I'm not sure how to handle it.
Oh no, what's going on? Is it affecting your work?
Yeah, they're constantly interrupting me during meetings and taking credit for my ideas.
That's completely unacceptable. Have you tried talking to them directly about it?
Not yet. I'm a bit worried about making things worse, but it's starting to get really frustrating.
I understand. Maybe try addressing it in a calm and professional manner. If that doesn't work, you might need to involve your manager.
Okay, I'll try talking to them first. Hopefully we can resolve it without escalating things.
Good luck. Remember to document everything in case you need to take further action.
Joining a local gym.
I'm thinking of joining that new gym down the street. Have you heard anything about it?
Oh, the fitness hub? Yeah, a few people at work go there. Apparently it's pretty good, but quite busy during peak hours.
That's what I was worried about. Do they offer different membership options?
Definitely. They have monthly, annual, and even a pay-as-you-go option. The annual one is the most cost-effective if you plan on going regularly.
Good to know. I might pop in and ask for a tour then. I'm hoping they have decent weightlifting equipment.
From what I hear, the equipment is top-notch. They also have a variety of classes, if you're interested in those.
Classes are a bonus. Thanks for the info. I appreciate it.
No problem. Let me know what you think if you decide to join.
Organizing a get-together with friends.
I was thinking of organizing a get-together with our friends soon. What do you think?
That sounds great. It's been ages since we all got together. What did you have in mind?
I was thinking either a casual dinner at my place or maybe going out somewhere. What would people prefer?
I think a dinner at your place would be more relaxed and affordable. We could all bring something.
Perfect. I'll send out a message to the group and see what date works best for everyone.
Great idea. Maybe suggest a few dates to make it easier to coordinate.
Will do. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be good to catch up with everyone.
Me too. Let me know if you need any help with the preparations.
Requesting time off work.
I need to request some time off work next month, but I'm not sure how to approach my manager.
Well, first, check the company policy on requesting time off. That usually outlines the procedure.
Right. I'll do that. I'm just a bit nervous because it's quite a long period. 2 weeks.
Okay. When you speak to your manager, be prepared to explain why you need the time off and how you'll ensure your work is covered.
That's a good point. I can delegate some tasks and prepare everything in advance.
Exactly. Showing that you've thought about the impact on the team will definitely help.
Okay, I feel a bit more prepared now. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Good luck. I hope you get the time off.
Seeking advice on a home improvement project.
I'm thinking of redecorating my living room, but I'm not sure where to start.
That's exciting. Have you thought about what kind of style you're going for?
I'm leaning towards something modern and minimalist, but I'm worried it might feel too cold.
You could add some warm textures, like a soft rug or some cozy cushions, to balance it out.
That's a good idea. I also need to choose a paint color. Any suggestions?
For a modern look, you could go with a neutral color like gray or beige, and then add pops of color with accessories.
Okay, that makes sense. Thanks for the advice. I feel a bit more confident now.
No problem. I'm happy to help. Don't be afraid to experiment and have fun with it.
Comparing the cost of living in different cities.
I'm thinking about moving to Denver. Have you ever looked into the cost of living there?
I have, actually. It's significantly more expensive than here, especially housing.
That's what I've heard. But salaries are supposed to be higher too, right?
Potentially, depending on your field. But factor in transportation costs, utilities, and groceries as well.
Good point. I need to do a thorough comparison before making any decisions.
Definitely. There are online calculators that can help you get a better estimate.
I'll look into those. Thanks for the advice.
Debating the merits of buying versus renting.
I'm seriously considering buying a place, but the market seems so volatile right now.
I know, right? Renting gives you so much more flexibility, especially if you're not sure where you want to settle down long term.
That's true, but the idea of throwing money away on rent every month feels wasteful. At least with a mortgage, you're building equity.
But think about all the hidden costs of homeownership. Repairs, property taxes, insurance. It adds up.
True, but those are investments in your future, aren't they? Plus, you can customize your own space.
Customization is nice, but I value the freedom to move easily. Maybe I'll reassess in a few years.
Fair enough, it's a huge decision either way.
Definitely. We should run the numbers properly before jumping in.
Discussing sustainable living practices.
I'm trying to be more environmentally conscious. What are some things you do to live more sustainably?
Well, I try to reduce my plastic consumption by using reusable bags and water bottles.
That's a good start. I've also been trying to recycle more diligently.
Have you considered composting? It's a great way to reduce food waste.
I've thought about it, but I'm not sure where to start.
There are lots of online resources. And you can even buy composting bins for your kitchen.
I'll definitely look into that. Thanks for the tip.
Discussing the importance of work-life balance.
I'm completely burnt out. I've been working nonstop for the past few weeks.
I know the feeling. It's so important to maintain a healthy work-life balance.
Easier said than done when deadlines are looming. But I know you're right.
Try scheduling some downtime, even if it's just for an hour a day. Read a book, go for a walk, anything to de-stress.
I should probably take a proper vacation soon. It's been ages.
Definitely. Even a short break can make a huge difference. You'll come back refreshed and more productive.
Okay, you've convinced me. I'm going to start planning something this weekend.
Discussing volunteer opportunities.
I've been thinking about volunteering somewhere. I feel like I need to give back to the community.
That's a great idea. What kind of things are you interested in?
I'm not sure, really. Something with animals, maybe? or helping kids with their reading.
The local animal shelter is always looking for volunteers. And the library runs a reading program for underprivileged children.
Those both sound appealing. I wonder what the time commitment would be.
Usually, they're pretty flexible. You can probably find something that fits your schedule.
I'll check them out online. Thanks for the suggestions.
No problem. Volunteering is really rewarding.
Expressing opinions on contemporary art.
I went to a contemporary art gallery yesterday, and I honestly didn't understand half of it.
I know what you mean. Sometimes it feels like they're just trying to be controversial.
Exactly. There was this one piece that was just a pile of rocks. I don't get it.
Maybe the artist was trying to make a statement about something, like the impermanence of life?
Maybe. Or maybe they just found some rocks in their backyard.
Haha. Well, art is subjective, right? What one person sees as profound, another sees as nonsense.
True. I still prefer the old masters, though. At least I can appreciate their skill.
Sharing experiences with home improvement projects.
I'm thinking about redoing my bathroom. Any tips from someone who's been there?
Oh boy, where do I begin? Budget way more than you think you'll need.
That's what everyone says. What was the biggest challenge you faced?
Definitely the plumbing. I tried to DIY it, and it was a disaster. Ended up calling a professional anyway.
Lesson learned. Leave the plumbing to the experts. What about design choices?
Plan everything out carefully beforehand. Pinterest is your friend, and don't skimp on quality materials.
Great advice. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Sharing experiences with learning new skills.
I'm trying to learn how to play the guitar, but it's so frustrating. My fingers hurt.
I know that feeling. I tried learning to code last year, and it was incredibly challenging.
What kept you motivated?
Breaking it down into smaller, manageable goals. Celebrating small victories helps a lot.
That's a good idea. I've been trying to learn everything at once.
Patience is key. And don't be afraid to ask for help. There are tons of online resources and communities.
Thanks for the encouragement. I'll keep at it.
You got this. Just remember to enjoy the process.
Sharing opinions on local public transportation.
This bus is always late. I swear, relying on public transport here is a nightmare.
Tell me about it. The frequency is terrible, especially on weekends.
And the overcrowding? You're practically sitting on someone's lap during rush hour.
They really need to invest in expanding the network. It's holding the city back.
I heard they're planning to add more bus routes, but I'll believe it when I see it.
Let's hope it's a significant improvement. Otherwise, I'm sticking to my bike.
Good for you. I wish I had the energy for that.
Talking about the impact of technology on everyday life.
It's amazing how much technology has changed our lives in the past decade.
Absolutely. I can't imagine life without my smartphone now.
It's so convenient, but I also worry about our dependence on it.
I agree. We're losing the ability to remember things or navigate without GPS.
The constant notifications are so distracting. It's hard to focus on anything.
I try to limit my screen time, but it's difficult. It's so ingrained in everything we do.
Maybe we should all try to unplug more often. Go for a walk without our phones, for example.
Asking for help with a recipe.
I'm trying to bake a cake, but the recipe is a bit confusing. Can you help me interpret it?
Sure, I'm happy to. What part are you struggling with?
It says to cream the butter and sugar until light and fluffy. What does that actually mean?
It means to beat the butter and sugar together for several minutes until the mixture becomes pale and airy.
Okay, that makes sense. How long should I beat it for, roughly?
Probably around 5 to 7 minutes, depending on your mixer. You'll see the color change.
Got it. Thanks so much for clarifying that. I appreciate it.
Choosing a mobile phone plan.
I'm thinking of switching mobile phone providers. My current plan is just too expensive.
Oh, really? I just switched a few months ago. What are you looking for in a new plan?
Mostly data. I stream a lot of music and videos. But I don't want to break the bank.
Have you looked at the offers from Connect Now? They usually have pretty competitive data packages.
I haven't, actually. I'll check them out. Do they have good coverage in rural areas?
That's a good question. I haven't tested it myself, as I'm mostly in the city. But their website should have a coverage map.
Great idea. I'll investigate. Thanks for the tip.
No problem. Let me know what you find. I'm always curious about better deals.
Dealing with a package delivery issue.
I'm so frustrated. My package was supposed to arrive yesterday, but the tracking says, delivery exception.
Oh no, that's the worst. What does delivery exception even mean in this case?
Apparently there was a problem with the address, but I'm positive I entered it correctly.
That's happened to me before. The driver probably just couldn't find parking. Have you tried contacting the delivery company?
Not yet. I was hoping it would sort itself out, but I guess I should call them. Any tips for navigating their automated system?
Try saying, "Speak to a representative" repeatedly. It usually bypasses the automated options eventually.
Okay, I'll try that. Thanks for the advice. Hopefully they can resolve it quickly.
Fingers crossed. Let me know how it goes.
Discussing a delayed train.
Ugh. This train is delayed again. I'm going to be late for my meeting.
Tell me about it. This seems to be happening more and more frequently lately.
I know. I rely on the train to get to work, so these delays are really disruptive.
Have you checked the train company's website for updates or reasons for the delay?
I did, but it just says due to unforeseen circumstances. Very helpful.
Right? They never give any real information. Maybe we should consider carpooling.
That's actually not a bad idea. I'll look into it. At least we can share the frustration.
Discussing a local community event.
Did you hear about the community garden project they're starting in the park?
No, I hadn't. That sounds like a great initiative. Where did you hear about it?
There was a flyer posted at the library. They're looking for volunteers to help build the garden beds.
I might be interested in that. I've always wanted to try gardening. Is there a time commitment involved?
I think they're having an information session next week. The flyer had all the details.
Perfect. I'll swing by the library and check it out. Thanks for letting me know.
No problem. It would be nice to have some fresh vegetables grown locally.
Discussing a renovation project.
We're finally thinking about renovating the kitchen. It's so outdated.
That's exciting. What kind of style are you going for?
We're leaning towards a modern farmhouse look, with lots of natural light and a big island.
Sounds lovely. Have you gotten any quotes from contractors yet?
We've had 2 come in so far, and the prices are quite different. It's hard to know who to trust.
Definitely get at least 3 quotes. And check online reviews. That can be really helpful.
Good point about the reviews. I'll do some digging. Thanks for the reminder.
No problem. Renovations can be stressful, but the end result is usually worth it.
Discussing the best time to visit a museum.
I'm planning to visit the art museum next week. Do you have any tips on the best time to go?
Definitely avoid weekends if you can. It gets incredibly crowded.
Good to know. I was thinking of going on a Wednesday afternoon.
That's probably a good bet. Weekday afternoons are usually less busy than mornings.
Are there any particular exhibits I should make sure to see?
The Impressionist collection is fantastic. And don't miss the temporary exhibit by the local artist.
Great. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks for the advice.
Planning a group hike.
I was thinking of organizing a group hike next weekend. Are you interested?
That sounds fun. Where are you thinking of going?
There's a nice trail near the lake. It's moderately challenging, but the views are amazing.
Perfect. What time were you planning on starting?
I was thinking around 9 a.m., so we can avoid the hottest part of the day.
Sounds good. Should we bring our own snacks and water?
Definitely bring plenty of water and some snacks to keep your energy up. I'll send out a reminder email later this week.
Planning a potluck dinner.
I'm thinking of hosting a potluck dinner next month. It's been ages since we all got together.
That sounds fantastic. I'm in. What kind of theme are you thinking of?
I was thinking maybe comfort food. Something everyone enjoys and is easy to make.
Perfect. I could bring my famous macaroni and cheese. It's always a hit.
That would be amazing. We definitely need some cheesy goodness. What about drinks?
I can take care of drinks. I'll bring some wine and maybe some non-alcoholic options too.
That's so helpful, thanks. I'll create a sign-up sheet so we don't end up with 10 desserts.
Great idea. I'm already looking forward to it.
Troubleshooting a computer problem.
I'm having a really annoying problem with my laptop. It keeps freezing randomly.
That's frustrating. Has anything changed recently, like a software update or a new program?
I did update my antivirus software last week. Maybe that's the culprit.
It's possible. Try uninstalling it and see if that fixes the problem. You can always reinstall it later.
Okay, I'll give that a try. I've also been getting a lot of pop-up ads lately.
That suggests you might have some adware. Run a scan with a reputable adware removal tool.
Right, good idea. Thanks for the advice. I'll try those things and see if it helps.
Borrowing a car.
Hey, John, I was wondering if I could possibly borrow your car this weekend.
Hi, Maria. This weekend, you say? What do you need it for?
I need to drive out to see my family. The train fares are exorbitant, and it's much quicker to drive.
Let me think. I was planning on doing some gardening, but I could probably manage without it. When exactly would you need it?
I'd need it from Saturday morning until Sunday evening. I promise to fill it up with petrol before I return it.
Okay, that sounds reasonable. Just promise me you'll be careful, and make sure your insurance covers you driving my car.
Absolutely, I will. I'll check with my insurance company right away. Thank you so much, John. I really appreciate it.
Dealing with a noisy neighbor.
Hi, Mark. Have you been having any trouble with the noise from next door lately?
Actually, yes, I have. It's been quite loud, especially late at night. What about you?
Same here. It's keeping me awake. I was thinking of saying something, but I don't want to cause any friction.
I understand. Perhaps we could approach them together? Strength in numbers, so to speak.
That's a good idea. We could explain politely that the noise is disturbing us without being accusatory.
Exactly. We could say something like, "We've noticed some noise late at night, and we were wondering if you could be a bit more mindful."
Okay, I'm happy to do that. When do you think we should approach them?
How about tomorrow evening? It gives them a chance to wind down after work.
Dealing with a power outage.
Ugh, the power just went out. Again, this is the third time this month.
Seriously? That's so annoying. I was just in the middle of cooking dinner.
Me too. I was about to watch a movie. I wonder if it's just our building or the whole neighborhood.
Let me check the power company's website. They usually have updates on outages.
Good idea. I hope it's not going to be out for long. I have a lot of work to do tonight.
Okay, it says there's a widespread outage due to a fault in the local substation. Estimated restoration time is 3 hours.
3 hours. Oh, great. Guess we're ordering takeout and playing board games then.
Sounds like a plan. I'll get the candles out. And maybe check if we have any charged power banks for our phones.
Discussing a delayed project.
Hi, Tom. I wanted to talk about the Henderson project. We seem to be falling behind schedule.
Yes, I'm aware. I've been having some issues with the software we're using. It keeps crashing.
Okay. Have you reported the problem to IT? They might be able to help resolve it quickly.
I did, but they haven't gotten back to me yet. I've also been waiting for some crucial data from the marketing department.
Right, I see. I'll chase up marketing for you. In the meantime, maybe we can reprioritize some tasks to keep things moving?
That's a good idea. I can focus on the parts of the project that don't rely on the software or the data.
Great. Let's meet again tomorrow morning to discuss a revised timeline. We need to keep the client informed.
Agreed. I'll prepare a brief update for them outlining the challenges and our proposed solutions.
Discussing a misunderstanding with a colleague.
Hi, Sarah. Can I have a quick word? I think there might have been a misunderstanding about the Johnson account.
Oh, hi, David. Sure, what's up? I thought we were both on the same page.
Well, I understood that you were going to handle the initial contact, but Mr. Johnson called me directly this morning.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot to reach out to him. Things have been hectic this week.
No worries, it happens. I just wanted to clarify so it doesn't happen again. It made me look a bit unprepared.
I completely understand. I'll make sure to prioritize communication better in the future. Thanks for bringing it to my attention.
Great, thanks for understanding. Let's just make sure we're both clear on our roles for the next project.
Discussing a potential career change.
I've been thinking a lot lately about a career change. I'm not really enjoying my current job.
Oh, really? What's been making you feel that way? I thought you were happy there.
It's just become very repetitive, and I don't feel like I'm learning anything new. I'm considering going into marketing.
Marketing? Huh, that's quite a different field. Have you got any experience in that area?
Not directly, but I've been taking some online courses and I've been reading a lot about it. It seems really interesting.
That's good. It's definitely a competitive field, though. You might want to consider getting an internship to gain some practical experience.
That's a good point. I'll look into that. Thanks for the advice. It's a big decision, and it's good to get another perspective.
Discussing a surprise party.
Hey, I was thinking, should we throw a surprise party for John's 40th?
That's a great idea. He'd absolutely love that. Have you thought about where we could have it?
I was thinking maybe renting out the community hall. It's big enough for everyone we'd want to invite.
That's a good shout. We'd need to keep it completely secret, though. He's usually quite perceptive.
Definitely. We'd have to be really careful about who we tell and how we communicate. No mentioning it around him.
Agreed. And we should probably set up a separate group chat or something to organize everything. Any thoughts on the theme?
Maybe something related to his favorite hobbies? Like a sports theme or a travel theme?
I like the travel theme. We could decorate with photos from his trips and maybe even have a travel-themed cake.
Lost luggage at the airport.
Excuse me, I can't seem to find my luggage. I arrived on flight BA 249 from London.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Could I see your baggage claim tag and passport, please?
Certainly, here they are. I've checked the carousel several times now, but it's definitely not there.
Okay, let me check the system. It seems your bag was mistakenly loaded onto flight BA 301 to Frankfurt.
Oh dear, that's not ideal. What happens now? I need the things in that bag.
We'll arrange for it to be sent back to you on the next available flight, which should be tomorrow morning. We can deliver it to your hotel.
That's good to hear. Will I be compensated for the inconvenience? I have essential items in that bag.
Yes, you are entitled to compensation. I'll give you a form to fill out. Keep all receipts for any essential purchases you need to make.
Organizing a group study session.
Hey, are you guys stressed about the upcoming history exam?
Tell me about it. I'm completely overwhelmed. I can't seem to remember all the dates and events.
Me neither. I was thinking, maybe we could organize a group study session? It might help us all get through it.
That's a brilliant idea. I'm definitely in. When and where were you thinking?
How about this Thursday evening at my place? I have a big table we can all spread out on.
Thursday works for me. Should we focus on specific topics or just go through everything?
Maybe we could each prepare a summary of a different section of the syllabus and then share it with the group?
Perfect. That way, we can cover more ground and learn from each other. I'll bring some snacks too.
Returning a faulty appliance.
Good morning. I'm here to return this blender. I bought it last week, but it's not working properly.
Good morning. I'm sorry to hear that. Could I see your receipt, please?
Certainly, here you go. As you can see, it's still well within the warranty period.
Thank you. What exactly seems to be the problem?
The motor just cuts out after a few seconds, even when blending soft fruits. It makes a strange noise, too.
I understand. We can either offer you a replacement or a full refund. Which would you prefer?
I think I'd prefer a refund, please. I'm a bit wary of getting another one that might be faulty.
No problem at all. I'll process that for you now. Just one moment.
Asking for help with heavy groceries.
Excuse me, would you mind helping me with these groceries? They're quite heavy, and I live on the 3rd floor.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Which bags are the heaviest?
These two, definitely. The one with the milk and the one with the canned goods.
All right, I'll take those. Lead the way. What floor did you say you were on?
3rd floor. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. I wasn't sure how I was going to manage.
No problem at all. It's good to lend a hand. We all need help sometimes.
That's very kind of you. It's just up these stairs here.
Dealing with a late flight.
Ugh, I just saw that our flight is delayed by 3 hours. This is ridiculous.
Seriously? What's the reason for the delay, did they say?
Apparently there's some sort of mechanical issue with the plane. They're waiting for a part to arrive.
That's frustrating. I had a connecting flight that I'm definitely going to miss now.
Me too. I'm supposed to be at a meeting first thing in the morning. This is going to mess everything up.
We should probably go talk to someone at the gate and see if they can rebook us on a different flight.
Good idea. Let's go before the line gets too long. Hopefully they can sort something out for us.
Dealing with a misunderstanding at a cafe.
Excuse me, I think there's been a mistake. I ordered a latte, but this is a cappuccino.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Let me take that back for you. Did you specify a latte when you ordered?
Yes, I did. I made sure to say latte clearly, because I don't like the foam on cappuccinos.
My apologies again. I'll have a fresh latte made for you right away. Would you like anything else while you wait?
No, thank you. Just the latte is fine. I appreciate you fixing it so quickly.
Of course. It should only be a couple of minutes. Please enjoy your time here.
Thank you.
Discussing a faulty product.
I'm really frustrated with this new blender I bought last week. It's already stopped working.
Oh, that's annoying. Did you keep the receipt and the packaging?
Yes, luckily I did. I was planning on making smoothies every morning, but it just makes a terrible grinding noise now.
You should definitely take it back to the store. They should either repair it, replace it, or give you a refund.
I hope so. I'm worried they'll say it's my fault, even though I've only used it a few times.
Just be firm and explain the situation clearly. With the receipt, you have a good chance of getting it sorted out.
Okay, I'll try that. Thanks for the advice. I was dreading having to deal with it.
No problem. Good luck. Let me know how it goes.
Discussing a lost wallet.
Oh no, I think I've lost my wallet. I can't find it anywhere.
That's awful. When was the last time you remember having it?
I used it to pay for coffee at the cafe about an hour ago, I think. I can't be sure.
Okay, let's try to retrace your steps. Did you check your pockets and bag thoroughly?
Yes, I've checked everywhere. I'm really worried because my ID and credit cards are in there.
First, let's call the cafe and see if anyone turned it in. Then, if not, you'll need to cancel your credit cards immediately.
You're right, let's do that. I hope someone honest found it.
Me too. Stay calm. We'll figure this out.
Discussing a noise complaint.
Hi, I'm really sorry to bother you, but I was wondering if you could possibly keep the noise down a little?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are we being too loud? We're just having a small get-together.
Yeah, it's just that the music is quite loud, and it's making it difficult for me to concentrate. I have an early start tomorrow.
I completely understand. We didn't realize it was that loud. We'll turn the music down right away.
Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. I didn't want to be a bother, but it was quite disruptive.
No worries at all. We'll be more mindful of the noise level. Again, sorry about that.
Thanks again, have a good evening.
Discussing a problem with a rental car.
Hi, I'm returning the rental car. There's a small scratch on the bumper that wasn't there when I picked it up.
Okay, let's take a look. Do you have the paperwork from when you picked up the car? It should know any existing damage.
Yes, here it is. I remember specifically checking the car, and nothing was marked on the bumper.
All right. I see the scratch. It's fairly minor. We'll need to file a damage report.
Will I be charged for this? It wasn't my fault.
We'll investigate. It depends on your insurance coverage and the circumstances. I'll need to take some pictures and get your statement.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure I'm not held responsible for something I didn't do.
We understand. We'll do our best to resolve this fairly.
Offering help to a tourist.
Excuse me, are you lost? You look a bit confused.
Yes, I am. I'm trying to find the National Museum, but I seem to have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
Ah, the National Museum. It's a bit of a walk from here. Do you have a map?
I do, but I can't seem to make sense of it. I'm not very good with maps.
No worries. I'm heading in that general direction myself. I can walk with you for part of the way and point you in the right direction.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
You're welcome. It's just this way. We'll walk along this street for about 10 minutes, and then I'll show you where to turn.
Planning a surprise birthday party.
So I was thinking we could throw Sarah a surprise birthday party. What do you think?
That's a great idea. She'd love that. Where should we have it?
I was thinking maybe my apartment. It's got a decent-sized living room.
Perfect. We should probably start making a guest list. Who should we invite?
Definitely her close friends from work and college. And her family, of course. I can get her sister's contact info.
Great. What about decorations and food? Should we ask everyone to bring something?
Let's handle the decorations. Food-wise, maybe we can order pizza and get a cake. It's easier that way.
Sounds good. Let's set up a group chat to coordinate everything.
Seeking clarification on a doctor's instructions.
Excuse me, doctor, I just wanted to clarify something about the medication you prescribed. You said to take it twice a day, but should that be with or without food?
Ah, good question. It's best to take it with food. It helps with absorption and can reduce any potential stomach upset.
Okay, with food. And for how long should I continue taking it? The label just says as directed.
You should take it for the full course of 10 days, even if you start feeling better before then. It's important to complete the treatment.
Right, 10 days, even if I feel better. Is there anything I should avoid while taking this medication?
It's best to avoid alcohol, as it can interact with the medication. Also, be aware that it might make you a little drowsy.
Okay, no alcohol, and be aware of drowsiness. Thank you so much for clarifying.
Dealing with a misunderstanding at work.
Hey, I'm a bit confused about the feedback you gave me on the presentation. I thought I followed the brief closely.
Oh, sorry if it wasn't clear. It wasn't that you didn't follow the brief. It was more about the overall tone. It came across a little too formal.
Formal? I was aiming for professional. How could I have made it less so?
Maybe a few more personal anecdotes or relatable examples. Something to engage the audience a bit more.
I see. So it's more about adding a personal touch. That's helpful, thanks.
Exactly. Don't worry. The content itself was spot on. Just needs a little tweaking.
Okay, I appreciate you clarifying. I'll definitely keep that in mind for the next one.
Discussing a local charity event.
Did you hear about the charity run happening in the park next month?
Oh, really? No, I hadn't. What's it for?
It's to raise money for the local animal shelter. They're struggling to keep up with the number of animals they're taking in.
That's a great cause. I might be interested in participating. Are you running?
I am. I've already signed up. It's a 5K, so nothing too strenuous.
I haven't run in ages, but I could probably manage a 5K. How do I sign up?
You can sign up online through their website. I can send you the link if you like.
That would be great, thanks. I'll check it out.
Discussing a recent concert.
Did you manage to go to the Electric Waves concert last night?
I did. It was incredible. Their energy was infectious.
I know, right? I was worried about the sound quality in that venue, but it was surprisingly good.
Yeah, I agree, and the light show was spectacular. Did you have a favorite song they played?
Definitely Starlight. The crowd went wild. I was singing along at the top of my lungs.
Me too. Although, I wish they'd played a few more songs from their first album.
That's true, but overall it was an amazing experience. Worth every penny.
Absolutely. I'm already looking forward to seeing them again.
Discussing a recent home appliance purchase.
So I finally bit the bullet and got that new washing machine we talked about.
Oh, great! How is it? Was it worth the investment?
Honestly, it's been a game changer. It's so much quieter than my old one, and it uses way less water.
That's good to hear. I'm thinking of replacing mine soon. Which model did you go for?
I got the EcoWash 3000 feet. It had really good reviews, and it was on sale.
I'll have to look into that one. Did you have any trouble installing it?
Not at all. It was pretty straightforward. The instructions were really clear.
Perfect. Thanks for the recommendation.
Discussing different approaches to learning.
I'm finding it really hard to stay focused while studying online. Any tips?
I know what you mean. It can be a challenge. Have you tried the Pomodoro technique?
Pomodoro technique? What's that?
It's where you study in focused 25-minute intervals, followed by a short break. It helps maintain concentration.
That sounds interesting. I usually just try to power through for hours, which clearly isn't working.
Yeah, that can lead to burnout. Another thing that helps me is creating a dedicated study space.
I've been trying to study on the sofa. Maybe I need to find a desk.
Definitely, a dedicated space can make a big difference in your focus and productivity.
Expressing excitement about an upcoming trip.
I'm so excited. I'm finally going to Italy next month.
Wow, that's amazing. Which cities are you planning to visit?
I'm starting in Rome, then going to Florence and ending in Venice. I've always dreamed of seeing the canals.
That sounds like an incredible itinerary. Have you booked all your accommodation yet?
Yeah, I booked everything a few weeks ago. I'm staying in small boutique hotels in each city.
Sounds perfect. Make sure you try the gelato in Florence. It's the best I've ever had.
Oh, I definitely will. I'm also planning on taking a cooking class while I'm there.
That's a fantastic idea. You'll have so much fun. Don't forget to send me pictures.
Expressing frustration with a delayed flight.
This is ridiculous. Our flight is delayed again. I'm starting to think we'll never leave.
I know. It's incredibly frustrating. I have a connecting flight to catch, and I'm worried I'll miss it.
Have you checked with the airline to see if they can rebook you if you miss your connection?
I tried, but the line is incredibly long. Everyone else is trying to do the same thing.
Maybe try using their app. Sometimes you can rebook through there.
Good idea. I'll give it a shot. Thanks. I'm just so tired of waiting.
Me too. At least we can grab some coffee while we wait.
Giving feedback on a presentation.
Hey, thanks for asking me to watch your presentation. I thought it was really well structured.
Thanks. I was a bit nervous about the flow. Was it easy to follow?
Definitely. The points were logical, and the visual aids were effective. I especially liked the graphs you used.
Good to know. Was there anything you think I could improve on?
Perhaps you could have slowed down a little when explaining the more technical aspects. It felt a bit rushed.
Okay, I can work on that. I tend to get a bit excited and speed up.
Overall, it was excellent. Just a minor tweak. You'll do great.
Thanks so much for your honest feedback. I really appreciate it.
Making a complaint about a product.
I'm really frustrated with this new vacuum cleaner I bought. It's supposed to be top of the line, but it barely picks anything up.
Oh no, that's awful. Where did you buy it from?
I got it online from Appliance World. I've tried contacting their customer service, but I haven't had any luck.
That's not good. Have you checked their website for a returns policy or warranty information?
I did, and it says I should be able to return it within 30 days. But they're not responding to my emails.
Maybe try calling them directly. Sometimes you get a quicker response that way.
I'll give that a try. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm just hoping I can get my money back.
I hope so too. Good luck.
Seeking advice on choosing a university major.
I'm really struggling to decide what to major in at university. I'm torn between engineering and computer science.
That's a tough one. They're both great fields. What aspects of each appeal to you?
Well, I enjoy problem solving and building things, which leans towards engineering. But I'm also fascinated by technology and coding.
Have you considered looking into software engineering? It kind of combines both.
I have, but I'm not sure if I'm good enough at coding. I've only done a little bit.
You could take an introductory course to see if you enjoy it. Most universities offer them.
It's a good idea. Thanks, I'll look into that.
No problem. Just remember to choose something you're passionate about.
Choosing a charity to donate to.
I've been thinking about donating to a charity this year, but I'm not sure which one to choose. There are so many.
It's a great thing to do. What kind of causes are you most interested in supporting?
I'm torn between environmental protection and helping children in need. Both seem incredibly important.
You could look into charities that focus on both. Some organizations work on environmental projects that also benefit children's health.
That's a good idea. I'll do some research. Do you have any recommendations?
I've heard good things about Save the Children and the Nature Conservancy, but it's always best to check their impact and financial transparency.
Right. I need to make sure my money is actually going where it's supposed to. Thanks for the suggestions.
You're welcome. Every little bit helps.
Dealing with a parking ticket.
Oh, great. Another parking ticket. I swear I only ran into the shop for 5 minutes.
That's rough. Did you park in a restricted zone, or was it just expired time?
I thought I paid for an hour, but maybe I misread the meter. It's so confusing around here.
You could try appealing it. Sometimes they're lenient if it's your first offense and you have a valid reason.
That's a good idea. Do you know how to go about that?
Usually there's information on the back of the ticket, or you can check the city's website. They often have an online form.
Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks for the tip. Hopefully I can get it reduced or something.
Fingers crossed. Let me know how it goes.
Deciding whether to attend a reunion.
My high school reunion is coming up, and I'm really on the fence about going. What do you think?
Reunions can be a mixed bag. It depends on what you're hoping to get out of it.
I guess I'm worried about feeling awkward, or like I haven't achieved enough compared to everyone else.
Try not to focus on that. Everyone puts on a show. It's a chance to reconnect with old friends and see how people have changed.
That's a good point. I do miss some of the people I used to be close to.
Then maybe it's worth going, even if just for a few hours. You might be surprised at how much you enjoy it.
Okay, you've persuaded me. I think I'll RSVP. Thanks for the pep talk.
You're welcome. Have fun.
Discussing a disagreement with a neighbor.
I'm having a bit of a problem with my neighbor. They've been playing loud music late at night, and it's keeping me awake.
Oh, that's annoying. Have you tried talking to them about it?
Not yet. I was hoping it would just be a one-off, but it's happened several times now. I'm a bit nervous about confronting them.
I understand. Maybe start by being polite and explaining how it's affecting you. Most people are reasonable if you approach them calmly.
That's true. I don't want to escalate things unnecessarily.
Definitely. If talking doesn't work, you could consider contacting the building management or the local authorities, but that should be a last resort.
Okay, I'll try talking to them first. Thanks for the advice. I appreciate it.
Good luck. I hope you can resolve it peacefully.
Discussing a misunderstanding at a store.
I had such a frustrating experience at the store today. I thought I was getting a discount on something, but it turned out I misunderstood the promotion.
Oh, that's annoying. What happened exactly?
Well, the sign said 20% off selected items, and I assumed the item I was buying was included. But when I got to the checkout, it wasn't.
Did you try to explain the misunderstanding to the cashier?
I did, but they were really unhelpful. They just said it wasn't their problem and that I should have read the fine print.
That's terrible customer service. You could try speaking to a manager. Sometimes they're more willing to help.
I should have, but I was already so flustered. I just paid and left. I'll probably shop somewhere else next time.
I don't blame you. It's important for stores to be clear about their promotions.
Discussing a problem with a bank statement.
I'm looking at my bank statement and there's a transaction I don't recognize. £50 to online services. I haven't signed up for anything like that.
That's definitely suspicious. Have you checked if anyone else in your household might have used your card?
I have, and they haven't. I'm thinking it might be fraudulent.
You should contact your bank immediately. They can investigate and potentially reverse the charge.
I will. Do you think I should also change my online banking password?
Absolutely. Better safe than sorry. And maybe check your credit report too, just to be sure nothing else is amiss.
Good point. I'll do that right away. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. It's important to be vigilant about these things.
Discussing the benefits of learning a musical instrument.
I've been considering learning a musical instrument. Do you think it's worth the effort, especially as an adult?
Absolutely. It's never too late to learn. It's not just about becoming a virtuoso. It's about the process and the benefits it brings.
Like what exactly?
Well, it's great for cognitive function, improves memory, and can even reduce stress. Plus, it's a creative outlet.
That's interesting. I've always wanted to play the guitar, but I'm worried I won't have the time.
Even dedicating just 30 minutes a day can make a difference. And there are plenty of online resources and local teachers to help you get started.
You've convinced me. I think I'll give it a try. Thanks.
Great! Let me know how it goes. Maybe we can jam sometime.
Discussing the importance of recycling.
I'm trying to be more conscious about recycling, but sometimes it feels like a drop in the ocean. Does it really make a difference?
Absolutely. Recycling, even on a small scale, contributes to conserving resources and reducing landfill waste.
I guess so. I'm just not always sure what can and can't be recycled. The rules seem to vary depending on the area.
That's true. Your local council's website should have clear guidelines on what materials they accept. It's worth checking.
I'll take a look. I always feel guilty throwing things away when I'm not sure if they're recyclable.
You could also consider composting food scraps. It's a great way to reduce waste and create nutrient-rich soil for your garden.
That's a good idea. I've been meaning to start a compost bin. Thanks for the reminder.
Every little bit helps. We all need to do our part.
Getting a second opinion on a medical diagnosis.
I recently got a diagnosis from my doctor, and I'm not entirely convinced. I'm thinking about getting a second opinion.
That's a wise decision, especially if you have doubts. It's always good to have another perspective.
Do you know how I would go about finding another specialist?
Your primary care physician can usually refer you to someone, or you could ask friends or family for recommendations.
Okay, I'll ask my doctor. I'm just a bit worried about offending them.
Most doctors understand the need for a second opinion. It's your health, and you have the right to feel comfortable with the diagnosis and treatment plan.
That's reassuring to hear. I'll make the call tomorrow. Thanks for the encouragement.
Anytime. Take care of yourself.
Seeking advice on choosing a new laptop.
I'm looking to buy a new laptop, but I'm completely overwhelmed by all the options. Do you have any recommendations?
Sure. What will you primarily be using it for? That will help narrow down the choices.
Mostly for work. Emails, documents, presentations, and some streaming. Nothing too demanding.
Then you probably don't need a super high-powered gaming laptop. Something with a decent processor, enough RAM, and a good screen should suffice.
What about brands? Are there any I should avoid or prioritize?
Brands like Dell, HP, and Lenovo are generally reliable. It really depends on your budget and specific needs. Do some research on comparison websites.
Okay, that's helpful. I'll check out some reviews. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. Happy laptop hunting.
Dealing with a lost item.
Oh no, I can't find my umbrella anywhere. I'm sure I had it when I left the office.
That's a pain. Did you check back at the reception desk? Someone might have turned it in.
Good idea, I'll call them. But what if it's gone? It was a really nice one.
Well, you could also check the lost and found at the train station, if you took the train.
Yes, I did. I'll try that too. It's just frustrating. I hate losing things.
I understand. Hopefully someone honest found it and handed it in. Don't lose hope yet.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I'll call the office now and see what they say.
Fingers crossed. Let me know if you find it.
Dealing with an unexpected bill.
I just received a huge electricity bill. It's way higher than usual.
That's awful. Did you check if there was a mistake in the reading?
I did, and it seems accurate. I'm worried there might be a problem with an appliance.
Perhaps something is running inefficiently. Have you tried checking your fridge or freezer?
I haven't, but I will now. This is really stressing me out. I wasn't expecting this.
You could also contact the electricity company and ask them to investigate. They might have some suggestions.
That's a good idea. I'll do that after I check the appliances. Thanks for the advice.
No problem. I hope you figure it out soon. Unexpected bills are never fun.
Discussing a career setback.
I didn't get the promotion I was hoping for. I'm really disappointed.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. You've been working so hard.
I know, and I thought I was a strong candidate. I'm not sure what I did wrong.
Did they give you any feedback? It might be helpful to understand why you weren't selected.
They said I need to improve my leadership skills. I'm not sure how to do that.
Maybe you could ask for opportunities to lead smaller projects or take a leadership training course.
That's a good suggestion. I'll look into those options. It's just hard to stay motivated right now.
I understand. But don't let it get you down. Use this as an opportunity to grow and develop your skills.
Discussing a difficult colleague.
Have you noticed how unhelpful Mark has been lately? It's making my work harder.
Yes, I have. I think he's been under a lot of pressure with the new project.
That's understandable, but it's affecting the team's productivity. I'm not sure what to do.
Maybe we should talk to him directly. Approach it gently and see if he's aware of how he's coming across.
I'm a bit hesitant. I don't want to make things worse.
We could also mention it to our manager, but that might create more tension.
You're right. Let's try talking to him first and see if we can resolve it ourselves. What's the best way to approach him?
Maybe ask him for help on something, and then gently bring up the issue in a non-confrontational way.
Discussing a new hobby.
I've been thinking about taking up a new hobby. Something creative, maybe.
That sounds interesting. What are you considering?
I'm torn between pottery and photography. Both seem really appealing.
Photography can be quite expensive with all the equipment. Pottery might be more accessible to start.
That's a good point. Plus, there's a pottery studio near my house that offers beginner classes.
There you go. It sounds like pottery is calling your name. Have you ever worked with clay before?
Never. That's part of the appeal. It's completely new territory for me.
Well, I think you should go for it. It's good to try new things and challenge yourself.
Discussing a recent movie.
Have you seen that new sci-fi film, Cosmic Dawn?
No, I haven't. I've heard mixed reviews. What did you think?
I thought it was visually stunning, but the plot was a bit convoluted, to be honest.
Ah, that's a shame. I was hoping for something with a strong storyline.
The acting was good, though, especially the lead actress. She really carried the film.
Maybe I'll give it a watch then, just for the visuals and her performance. I'm a sucker for good special effects.
Just don't expect a masterpiece. It's more of a popcorn movie, if you know what I mean.
Got it. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate the honest review.
Expressing concerns about environmental issues.
I'm really worried about the state of the environment. It feels like things are getting worse.
I agree. The recent reports about climate change are quite alarming.
It's overwhelming. I often feel like individual actions don't make a difference.
But they do. Even small changes like reducing plastic consumption can add up.
That's true. I've been trying to be more conscious of my waste, but I could definitely do more.
Have you considered joining a local environmental group? Collective action can be really powerful.
That's a great idea. I'll look into that. It would be good to connect with like-minded people.
Exactly. And it's important to stay informed and advocate for change whenever possible.
Giving feedback on a presentation at work.
Hey, I wanted to give you some feedback on your presentation yesterday.
Sure, I'm all ears. I'm always looking for ways to improve.
Overall, it was really well structured and engaging. Your delivery was excellent.
Thanks. I spent a lot of time preparing.
One small thing. The slides were a bit text-heavy. Maybe more visuals next time?
That's a good point. I was worried about not including enough information.
It's a balancing act. But you clearly know your stuff, so trust your audience to follow along.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind for the next one. Thanks for the constructive criticism.
Making a complaint to a landlord.
Hello, I'm calling about the leak in my bathroom. It's getting worse.
I understand. Which apartment are you in?
Apartment 3B. It's been dripping for a week, but now it's a constant stream.
Okay, I'll make a note of that. We'll get someone to look at it as soon as possible.
How soon is as soon as possible? It's starting to damage the ceiling.
I'll contact the plumber immediately. They should be able to come out tomorrow morning.
All right. That's acceptable. Please make sure they call before they come.
Absolutely. I'll confirm that with them. We apologize for the inconvenience.
Planning a charity fundraiser.
I was thinking of organizing a fundraiser for the local animal shelter. What do you think?
That's a fantastic idea. I'd be happy to help. What kind of event were you thinking of?
I was considering a bake sale or a raffle. Something relatively easy to organize.
A bake sale sounds great. We could ask local businesses to donate baked goods.
That's a good idea. And we could also ask people to volunteer to bake.
We'll need to get permission from the local council to hold it in a public space.
Right, I'll look into that. And we need to advertise the event to get as many people as possible.
Let's create some flyers and share them on social media. We can make a real difference.